Moose is in the house. Moose is in the house. Watch out. Watch out. Here's Moosey.
Hey, what's good? How's it going? Oh, my frame rate on my camera's all fucked up. 1 second. Did not save my settings? It did. Okay. It might just be OBS. Making it look dumb. How's everyone doing? We're all doing fantastic. Gamers Derogatory, he said that shit with the hard R and capital G. That's crazy. He didn't write a capital G, but he said it. That's what he wanted. Big ass glass of water because I'm ultra dehydrated. 1 sec. C was super low. How's everyone doing? Hope you're all doing fantastic. Today was, not a super busy day for me, but I did spend 2 hours at the gym, so I am quite tired regardless. Quite dehydrated. I've been slamming water all day. It's never enough. Working on a new build? Hell yeah. Yeah, my idea for my first build for the DXBL is going to be kind of funny. Hope you all been good. We only got to stream 2 days last week. I think we'll get a full 3 days out of this one, though. Because I got work tomorrow, but it's only in the morning. Wednesday's till 8? Fuck, man. That screws up my training. I don't like this. I hate being given this shit, and it's like the only times I ask off are Monday morning and Wednesday night, so I can do boxing stuff, and they'll just be like, "Oh, here you go." And it's not like I don't work a job where it's like I don't have direct contact with like people who are doing this. It's like me, and then there's one guy, and then the guy who owns the company. So I'm like right there. Ugh, it sucks. My hair looks weird as hell. Why is my hair doing this? I don't know what's up with the hair today. We're just gonna push it back, and I used to be a piece of shit. This is pushed back. Yeah, I'll see what I can do about that. That's not your concern. I'm gonna try and get a couple of days in this week. Definitely stream tomorrow. I'd be really hyped to be able to actually do sparring and then stream on Sunday or on Wednesday, but we'll see about that. Kind of obnoxious. Which format am I building for today? I'm gonna try something that I have long touted as being too strong to exist, and that is middleweight Kamui, because this shit's gonna be real dumb. Also, what's with my white balance? Why is it changing like that? I don't need automatic white balance. Come on. There we go. I'll just leave it like that. I'm building Kamui too. Yeah. The difference between me and everyone else building Kamui, though, is everybody else wants their imaginary points, and I just want to see the world burn. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the heel. I'm gonna be the bad guy this time." It's like, no, you're fucking not. You're just building the thing that is the best. You're gonna build your like basic 4-stack Kamui, tank Kamui, and tank Punisher. Wow, yeah, real, trying real hard there, running the gamut. But no, I'm going to do something that's significantly worse than that. And by worse, I mean stronger. We are doing middleweight Kamui. We are doing minus... Dude, this fucking video. Why? Why do you keep changing on me? What the fuck is wrong with you? Here, I'm going to do this. It's going to go way up. There. Apply. It's fine. Now I'm in a bad movie. I'm in the winter. I think we're fine. Let me have fun with my monsters that you didn't let me have until now. Yeah, it's fair. But just every single time I see someone like mention that they're raising one of the banned monsters, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be the bad guy." It's like, all right, sure, man. And then you're gonna complain in chat. So many people love the idea of being the villain until someone roots for them to lose, and they're like, "I'm just following the rules." Like, oh, why is everyone being mean to me? And it's like, because you're up against a fucking mochi every single time. What Twilight thought Washington looked like? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Dude, this hair is fucking killing me. Why is it like this? I might actually like take a quick break to go put some shit in my hair so it's not being stupid. Or we'll just do this. Do a devil lock. There we go. I can't even do a devil lock. Fuck. Bring out the bad idea hat. I do have it somewhere. I got something to say. You can't sing the song anymore because of woke. Unironically. All right. Well, the hat wasn't directly behind me on the couch, and that's as hard as I'm willing to look for it. Best way to be heal build something you think should be banned, and try and get it banned. Yeah. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. Japan, especially, is like when I talk to people about, I think it was like Deluxe Cup Season 2, they're like, wow, you banned a lot of stuff. Like, why is Kamui banned? Kamui's not that strong. There's a lot of discussion about Kamui not being that good, especially in middleweight, which is very funny. It's also like worth like keeping in your brain that like not everybody who talks about the game knows a lot about the game. Anyone's allowed to talk about it. It doesn't matter. You can't do the place Japan thing and just be like, oh, they're Japanese, so they know what they're talking about. So let's take a look at this. I've read chat before. That's what I'm saying. Where's my desktop? There we go. Wrong one. That's what my other screen looks like. You should see the other guy. There we go. Where's my face? There we go. I'm up here now. Mom, I'm on TV. It was you. Kamui's part of the meta triangle in 2997. I know. It's very silly. But what makes Kamui good is not necessarily just 3-statting the monster and being like, look, Kamui's good because it runs a basic stat build and it's strong. That's true. But what's really, really messed up about Kamui, you guys are being mean and you're chatting so you can't see it, but you have to start with Blizzard or you have to start with Roll Assault. And Roll Assault is like the big weakness of Kamui. So how do you turn that weakness into a strength? You make it an unbelievably fucking impossible to kill tank by taking some skill away. This shit has like plus 400 hit. So you're like, I'm going to land every attack anyway. I might as well roll like 500 skill and put all of that extra skill into defense. And so now you have a monster with 999 life and effective 750 defense. And you're still landing every attack. And it doesn't matter if you're only doing 150 damage or like 100 damage. Well, no, nobody's running defense. So you're doing about 200 damage every time regardless. And let's run some calcs real quick. Tournament. Okay, let's run 2 guides. Here's some fun stuff. Something to take into consideration when you are talking about, you know, the strength of an attack or whatever. If it's swung on round open, guts, like the guts you have saved up, doesn't matter. That shit stops mattering when you have 50 guts. So let's say Golem, sure, whatever, and we'll say Tiger. Like, okay, a regular Tiger You hit regular ass Tiger on round open. You both got 50 guts. With Cyclone, you're doing about, you know, just under 600 damage. If you go into another Golem, this number doesn't change. Guts correction does not matter with regards to damage if both monsters have 50 guts or below. It's once you start, you know, having fewer than that or more than that, that it makes a difference. See? So if you're both at 50, it's essentially as if there is no guts correction. Once this number gets higher, you're going to see some like pretty insane jumps. But before that, like here we go. If we add 20 here, we're up to 888. If we were to take away 20 from the defender, it's like night and day how much damage it does. So having more guts as the attacker is always more beneficial than having than your opponent having fewer guts as the defender. So let's say it doesn't matter. This could be Tiger or Golem or whatever, but we'll make it Kamui just for the sake of it. So it changes it to a 6 guts rate. 6 guts rate. Let's say we gave it 500 skill, which gives me roughly 500 defense. Form adjusted value. Form is 100. This is only doing 800 damage. You round open with Cyclone as Golem against this Kamui in metalweight, you lose. You've lost the match if you hit Cyclone round open. Unless you get the crit, obviously. You have 30% chance to crit. So it's not nothing. But, like, that's crazy. Because Cyclone Golem just, like, runs through metalweight. You stop that? I'm just saying. That's all I got. Maybe you should work on it a little bit then. Maybe you should be top tier instead. But yeah, you probably wouldn't want to take too many points out of life or power. Let's say you went less to go up to 600, puts you at 750. And so that cuts another like 100 points off of this almost. So 100% chance to crit versus Nash, basically, But the problem here becomes this. So say 0, you're running a 3-stat monster. 900 power, I'm only doing 135 damage to 145 on round open. Critical, though, you know, you have 40% chance to crit. So this isn't too bad at all. You're probably not running 999 speed. Even as a speedster in middleweight, let's say you're running like 700. And form... Oh, whoops. Yeah. So round open, 35% chance to hit. Does not sound good, but you're probably running like 200 life if you're running this for speed. Well, I guess that would be this, right? So a 1 in 4 chance to instantly win the match, but then say, you know, I'm going to hit 99 guts, which I will. I've got 30% chance. As soon as if you use Cyclone and you hit me with Cyclone, I've got a 40% chance to win on every swing with an attack that has 10 force. This is a stupid build. It's really, really good. And then if you were to even go lower, if you're just to bring it back a bit, if you're going to go 500 here, and then bring this back up to 999, like, this is an insane amount of damage for an attack. They're not spending, like, any effort to swing. Is that an additional 10 damage? It should be. Yeah. on 10 force. Six really destroys guts correction? It does, yeah. I mean, again, I'm swinging this with 500 skill. In time to watch the stream. Hello, hello. Killing tanks with this without question, yeah. And so if somebody's running a tank build in 2997, they're not running any defense anyway. So, you know, I hit stabs 500 damage, combinations 500 damage-ish. Oops, 300 damage here on 1-2. Even the basics, you know? Pushing up against 200 damage there. You're probably still not going to get charge. It's probably still not worth it to get charge. Worry with all this, what if this guy goes slot 1 against a speedster? Then he will swing 100 times, and he will only have to hit once. What's a speedster going to do? Sitting at 8%? On round start, yeah. You could go more skilled than this. We could maybe dial it back a little bit. But, you know, this is the idea, more or less. 8% chance to hit is not too bad, though, when this is the real big one. Again, almost nobody... If you're running this build against Kamui, him having... And let's say, yeah, you're running 18 guts rate. Him having 8% chance to hit with bite doesn't really matter. Because this shit kills you. 25% chance to hit kills you. You're always going to have a guts deficit too. Say you swing a big attack, whatever. He's up. Again, like this is not, you'd never want to risk this. You'd never want to walk into a fight where it's 36% chance to instantly lose and they can swing the attack 5 times. How much skill do you need to guarantee to not die to frame 1 non-crit cyclone? Like 600? What do you mean? Why would skill... How much skill would you need to guarantee not die against frame 1 non-crit cyclone? Like 600? You mean defense? I think you need less. Because, like, look, you do this. Cyclone. It's already not killing. Go down to 50. Like, you're already surviving this with 500. If we go to 400, still surviving. 300, that's where it hits max. So 350 is like damage roll still. Okay, so there. 351 is what you would need to not die. As in how much skill can you dump? Yeah, and so that would put you at 650, right? But you could even, I think that's not the only monster you need to worry about though, right? If you did 600 and 400 here, 33% chance off the flip, that's probably okay. You could even go like maybe a little bit less life, right? Maybe not if this thing can kill you at 400. It's just worth keeping in consideration. Though that's round open, right? So if he had guts lead, it doesn't take much, right? At that point, like it doesn't really matter. If he's got 6 more guts than you, and say I used what is it, 23? Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're probably dead, regardless. Though it does some withering. So say, yeah, you're back here. You're still okay at 500. But if I did 400, then I would be guaranteed to die. Yeah. It's the least amount. This is like taking a lot of stuff into consideration that like you have no control over, right? Hertzberg calcing against the biggest tech in the game right now. Yeah. I think the least I'd be willing to do is if you do 480, you can do 520 skill. 24% chance with like a 30 guts deficit, basically, or 20 guts deficit. This is gonna be pretty good. Against speed monsters or against the tanks, you don't care at all. And against speed monsters, you've given yourself a pretty good chance to smoke them anyway. And even like, you know, you're not doing a lot of damage with any of these attacks, but once you have the guts lead, 475, 525 for the breakpoint. Well, 475 doesn't put me at a meaningful number here. You make something, you find something that like works for both. So put me at 529. So what do I need? I need 25, right? I don't know. What makes Kamui extra good in Bandit some tourneys? Guts regen or boosted gains? Gains like don't matter at all for competitive play. It's all these stats you see here. So what makes a monster good is their attacks and their guts regeneration rate, and that's basically it. And you know, sometimes if they have access to different battle specials and stuff like that, but yeah, if we try this against some other things, like we do Therahan, let's go 50 just to be flat. This is probably going to be something faster guts rate. 660 damage on slash combo. You know, if he swings 2 in a row, you're dead. But again, you're tanking a lot. You're a big, big tanky boy. In theory, Ripper is the thing that beats Kamui. Yeah. Yeah, Ripper is definitely the monster that has the best chance against it. Like, this does 400 damage. A good chunk of withering. And then... Also, this is really funny. I feel... Is this accurate? Oh, 750 because I have form. Yeah, yeah. You have stuff like this, which does 300 damage on the rip. Stab's doing as much damage to my tiger as Bite is doing to it, which is pretty funny considering, you know, I'm a tank. The goal here, though, is to just get hit and get anger and then abuse that. And it can beat community. You just have to have Game God in your favor. Sure, you need RNG's helping you out. Tail Assault feels so insufferable against tanks. It's very, very good, yeah. Yeah, so... Oh, whoops, that's not even... Does it make a difference? No, it won't. It wouldn't make a difference if you're both at 50. But yeah, so, I mean... Naga does okay against Kamui, and Kamui does pretty good against Golem, and Golem does pretty good against Naga. And that's basically the triangle that we were talking about earlier. Even with that Cyclone, like, you better hope it crits. It's so hard to come back from that. And then not only that, let's see, like, if we do Golem, and I get hit with Cyclone, and then I'm up Guts afterwards, and he's got 10, and he uses Punch. Like, it's close to not doing enough damage. Definitely not, well, I mean, here, if I... What do we have? It's like on the edge, right? Basics proccing 6 Guts rate anger. Yeah, it's really good against Joker. Say, here, let's take a look at the numbers here. This is like nothing, realistically. And yeah, if you proc anger, you get hit with Death Slash, like, it hurts. Imagine using Death Final and you can't even proc real off it. Which is like a godsend in the base game, because part of why Death Final is so bad in Monster Rancher 1 or Monster Rancher 2 for the PS1 is that you can't attack with less than 45 Guts. So if you hit with Death Final and you don't kill, you proc real and then you lose, because you never get another chance to attack. It's worth considering stuff like Brow Hit and Slap in this whole deal. Okay, like, so, like, yeah, if he uses something that costs more Guts, he's gonna have more Guts. He's gonna do more damage. If I get hit with a Cyclone and I'm not out of the game, that's like, I'm already doing pretty good. He wants to land some other stuff, like, it doesn't really matter at that point. Okay, it's like randomly selecting stuff. There we go. So it doesn't seem like the 600 actually moves the mark on defense. That's like how bad defense is. $555 if I go down to here. So I wonder if I did something like that. 488 or 471, which puts me... I'm trying to think of how I can put more points into skill. So here, let me get a calculator. We got to do some quick maths. So 1999, no, sorry, it's 2997 minus 999 minus 999 minus 471 equals 528. So 528 is where we're at here. And then if I want to get that up to like 550, I need to add, what, 23 more points. So I could take 11 out of this. $539, and then 11 out of this. And then that puts me at 550 for skill. Maybe there's a play there. Is 999 power required on this build? I would probably run it a lot, just because. I guess the other consideration is I can go 975, right? If I go 975, then I can go 550 skill. Well, I don't even need to go that far, right? I've like lost track. 977. Okay, so yeah, 975, whatever. The 977 just to make it safe. How much damage am I doing? Still over 200 with a crit. That's enough to kill any speedster. How much extra does it do? Changes the crit damage. Doesn't change the actual damage. That's so funny. So we're gonna go with 975. It doesn't change. It doesn't move the needle. If we go down to 950. Okay. 962 is where it starts changing things. What if we're up against a golem? It shouldn't change it at all, right? Yeah. The thing is that it will start mattering more once I have, the guts differences there. But that does mean that 975 or even the 963, that can give me another something like that. An extra point to hit. I guess 960 or 562 is where I need it. And then how much would Brow Hit do? Yeah, 300 damage. Or even this. 496. I mean, barely, but yeah. Sometimes if you're interested, it could be fun to do a playthrough of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. To listen to the jams, not immediately, just whenever you'd be down. That's so funny. I played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, the re-release thing they did, the remaster, on stream when it was brand new. Also, pure red golem to note, so damage is going to be even lower than this. Not at round start, it won't make a difference. Only once, once the game has progressed past us both having 50 guts will it change. Hey, Garnet, thank you for the follow. Cyclone Golems often run slow guts rates, yeah. But anyway, I think that's enough yapping. I think this is the play. Something like this. I just want to do the math again real quick just to make sure. If I do 2997 minus 999 equals that, minus 963 equals 1035 minus 471 equals 564. Okay. So these numbers will work. And then this puts me at what? 34% chance to hit an Astro. If they're running speed, they're fucked. That's all I can say. If they got no speed, 99% chance to hit, baby. Intelligence Golem with the one attack. I actually won a tournament with Intelligence Golem, but it was in hard mode, so that shit doesn't count. Okay, so we're going to get into it. One sec, I'm going to go fix my hair, though. BRB. Hey, we're back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so my chair is a little high. Oops. There we go. Now it doesn't... It's like not locking, and I'm just falling further and further very slowly. It's time for a new chair. Sorry, Mickey Dad Rad. Can't be chair bros anymore. Okay, so... Let's go get a Kamui. I think it's time to like start or like work on another file. Open this one. Hold on. See what we can write over. So this is level 21. Oh, I gotta start like a new file. This one looks like I can probably save over it. This has got some stuff in it. This has still got Crip Hawk stuff. It's a monster we saw once and then never again. Is it possible to get both lifesteal and refreshment at the same time? I read you can only adjust the base nature monster by plus or minus 100. Yes, you can get them both. You can do it plus or minus 100 from whatever they start at. But it's not like plus or minus 100 and then you're stuck at that. Okay, we're gonna start deleting some stuff. Everything we have is on the other file still, so it was the same thing, right? Shinbar Fala, it's not real. Can't hurt you. Okay, all of these are monsters I have on another file, so we'll just delete all of them. Back to P-Roll saves made a new one, which is Bogwater, Lumpy, Sinisterhood, Dagon, and Gulag. That's cool. Okay, I gotta look up how to get this monster. 1 second. Fuck. Okay, it's saved. It's in my cookies. The stats, because I didn't write them down. Taiga? Okay. Seems by Pinact. Keep your faves and start fresh? Yeah, that's fair. We need a name for this guy. What are we gonna call him? Oops. Didn't even think about it. Funky builds tonight? Yeah, something like that. Shiro? Come on, I gotta try harder than that. Big Steve? Evil Steve. Lil Pimpy? 4 times Pimpy? U2X Alsa? Sun Mob? Oh my god. Shin Pimpy? A lot of options. Evil Presley, Big Barks, Steel Dog, Feed Me Tanks. These are all pretty good. Citizen, that is a pretty good one. You know how many people have like commented on that video being like, I don't get the joke. It's not very funny because I don't get the joke. It's not a good joke. And it's like, okay, listen here, dumbass. Like, It's fucking funny because it's out of left field. Stupid. You're not a true laugher. You're not good at laughing. You're not good at finding things funny. But fucking somebody says Big Chungus, you're gonna cum yourself. Like, come on. These people aren't good at jokes. Butter dog, the dog with butter on it? That'll almost fit. Big Drumpus is funnier than that. Okay, like... maybe. But if I say what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna get canceled. Do you think the funniest joke in the Metal Nerd episode where he's caught and apologizing? What one is that? I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what Metal Nerd episode you're talking about. Butter the dog with butter? Like that stupid fucking deathcore band? I mean, in comparison to Citizen? No, I know what you meant. I'm saying, if we're really gonna have a discussion on what's funnier between Big Chungus and Big Drumpus, like... I'd fucking put a knife in my throat, brother. Like, I'd rather bleed out than talk about it. It reminds me one time I had to explain to someone in high school why people didn't laugh at their damn Daniel memes. I dislike when people center their entire sense of humor on popular internet memes. Okay. It's not... It's annoying. But... yeah. We need a cat name? Mittens. Dogster Mac Love. Ooey Kamooey? Ooey Kamooey is pretty good. Mold Dog? Asshole Dog. Special K? Special K is actually pretty good. Ooh, I like that. About to be beaten to death. About to be beaten to death. It goes, just kidding, April Fools. Can you spare a disc? I don't remember the Metal Nerd episode. Does arena movement speed matter in competitive or even in casual play? It can. It makes certain monsters especially K, especially in competitive play, feel like bad. Because you'll have stuff like Metal Nerd or like Dragon or whatever that have slow guts regen and also slow movement speed. And so what happens if you get withered, you're like never going to be able to get into range to use the attack you want. And yeah, it's mostly important in PvP. It doesn't matter so much for AI control, but when you have control of the monster, it makes a difference. Special K is good. I'm thinking though. I'm always thinking. That's why I'm the one on the screen. I'm always got the brain rolling. How to get Kamui? If you fight him, you unlock him. DX only, yeah. Past monsters send the blades through slots 2 and 3 without attacking more often. That's true as well. Let's see if we can come up with something better, but right now Special K is pretty good. Okay, so I need to decide, do I want combination? Probably, because it's cheap. Because he has realistic bloody eyes. Yeah, he's, this guy has them too. Dry red eyes. Call him Ben Stein. Okay. So, what are my stats I'm aiming for? Max life, 963 power, 562 skill, max speed. No paradoxing yet. We gotta lower our intelligence first, which doesn't actually start that high, all things considered. Kamui strong, yeah. It's really good. Your seven paradoxes get your Raki to max stats. Well, I mean, you'd get your Maxi to 2 rack stat. Your Maxi to 2 rack stats? Jesus. My brain. I gotta raise life. The noises? What's going on? He normally doesn't make noise. What the fuck is happening, dude? Okay. Is this a thing that Kamui does? I like never. Last time I raised the Kamui was on. Hold on. What the fuck? Let's He has asthma? He does. What the fuck? Dude, what the hell? He's crunching on cereal. He's crunching on the Special K. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck is happening? Okay, spawn a different tiger to see if it does the same? Yeah, I can do that here. 1 second. Every sound effect is the roar. What's going on with this guy? Jack E. Cheese Bacon Muncher. Okay, let's get a tiger. What is happening, man? Just regular ass tiger. Spawn a broken ass Kamui? I don't know what's happening, man. Maybe my game is dying. What's a creepypasta? It is. It's the hyper-realistic bloody red eyes that were doing it. That's so fucked, man. What the hell is happening? We're gonna reload. I don't think we can listen to that all stream. That's just me, though. There we go. Okay, it's fixed. I've never in my days. We should have just done it for the whole thing. Inside your two wolves, one is eating gravel, the other is eating gravel. It's true. Okay. How come my advanced viewer is not working? There we go. Nah, whatever. We don't care about scolding it right now. Okay, so now we can actually play some Monster Rancher. I've never had that happen before. That was crazy. I wonder what caused that. -4 chi without trying when I desperately need it to. That was certainly something. We don't have to do this for very long because his skill or his intelligence is actually pretty low. Combo Curtis stalk Kamui's for paying for his cheating ways. Something like that. Getting life up to max is going to be annoying, but... How do I get 2 in a row without trying for it? Because it has the desire sensor. It's specifically because I'm not trying for it. Am I today? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I'm raising some competitive guys. If an enemy monster likes you, it makes him a friend monster? Probably. I don't make the rules. That's just how it works. Okay, I gotta lower my intelligence like another 65-ish. Maybe a little bit more. Just because I don't want it to be close to the cap and then, you know, accidentally... I don't even know. Does the sound for that even work? I literally don't even know if the sound for that works or not. You heard it? Okay. Top dog, hell yeah. You want Playmate? This, people always look at this and they're like, ew, what's going on? This isn't a kid's game? And it's like, you fucker, they didn't make a triple dildo machine. That's because your brain is rotted by porn. This is one of those, like, toys that, like, cats play with like, a little feather on it. That machine doesn't even exist in real life. Like, if you see that and you're like, that's a sex toy, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, but maybe you should be talking to a therapist. Never seen that item? It's very rare. It's only Tiger and Mew that ask for it. DX specific item? Never seen it on PS1? No, it's on PS1 as well. Why are there 3 of them? What do the levers do? They're little feathers that, like, move. To give a kitty cat, or in this case a dog for some reason, something to play with. What kind of sex toys have these people seen? I think they haven't seen any. And he is named Tiger, that's true, yeah. I think, like, maybe the least funny thing to me, and Macho can back me up on this, because he has to deal with it all the time, you know, in his profession. But I think the least funny thing to me is when somebody takes something that's completely non-sexual and makes a huge deal about how it kind of looks like it might be a sexual thing, or, like, it's just like, your brain is made of dog shit. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, but your friends have done you a disservice by letting you speak when you think you find something funny. It's so obnoxious, man. It also, you don't sound like a real fucker when you say that stuff. You sound like someone who only has a vague idea of fucking, but, like, you're not... You don't know the machinations. There's also a weird case of kaleidoscope or peeping box, as it's originally called, like those craft projectors kids make. That's just a camcorder. Yeah, the camcorder is pretty funny. Want fish? Yeah, okay. Useless fish didn't even lower my stress. Got Sean Connery going, "You're the man now, dog," stuck in my head. Someone should make a website about that. So baffling to me that Tiger has no chains, yet Blizzard and combination seem like chain techs. Yeah, I mean, it's just from carryover from Monster Rancher 1. So we're in the weeds right now, trying to lower intelligence. There's got to be a better way, but there's fucking not. That's it. Is there a list of items monsters ask for before the drill? I don't know if they've compiled an entire list of everything the monster can ask for. And what monsters ask for them. But there's like certain things that are like pretty universal among that breed. Like, Plant will ask for, like, soil or, like, Toral's water. Whereas, like, Tiger won't ever ask for those two things. Oh, he's kind of 3 in life. Hell yeah. I didn't even notice. This Paradoxin is just staring me in the face. He's got 4 power and skill gains. So it's, like, actually not going to take very long to max out power. I'm more worried about skill. So, unrealistic, my dog tries to eat dirt all the time. That's fair. My goal for this monster's skill is 562, though we may have to adjust it a little bit based on... Well, no, we're going to be raising defense anyway. So we don't have to worry about his defense being too high. Like, we're not trying to lower defense at all. I don't have a glow nut. Sell this fucker. So I'm thinking of a mod for this game where monsters sometimes beg for paradox, and that'd be sick. Each monster has 3 sets of items they can ask for, and which one yours chooses from is determined at birth. So, like us. Determined playmate at birth. Raise different breeds of pixie, and some do not ask for nut soil, and some do. Father, I carve drugs. I do carve drugs. Out of the side of a mountain. That hopper that would constantly ask for ice candy and then also constantly give me ice sticks. Hell yeah. We call that environmental storytelling. In the business. Us in the business, that's what we call it. I just realized none of this shit matters. I don't need to do any of this. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Who cares? Pick up a football. Like, it truly doesn't matter. Like, at all. And the reason it doesn't matter is because, I just need to lower my speed, and that's it. Yeah, I'm not paying attention. That was a huge waste of my time. I get the swims later, yeah. Yeah, whatever, bro. He's gonna have like a big pile of them in the back. Just like my dog and his toys, but there's only one he'll play with. We have like 4,000 toys for him. Do we know if there's an actual reason for the had stress no thing or just unexplained bug oddity? We don't know. Everyone's got their assumptions, but we don't have any idea. It just is what it is. Yeah, I should have one more week of paradoxing. No, that was last week, I think. Okay. So I'm just gonna rest here. I think it's intentional because otherwise it'd probably been patched in DX, just like Lucky is intentional, and that's why it wasn't patched in DX. Yeah, fuck off, man. That shit's expensive. Oh, greases up the hanger, shines the Durhan's armor, and gets the arrowhead ready for cooking. Why doesn't Metalner use it, though? That's my big... Kinespa about that. Hey, Ronnie Sunshine, thank you for the follow. Coming over from YouTube vids, just caught up on Nuzlocke. Hell yeah, thank you. This fucker is giving me nuts. He's driving me nuts. Who the heck knows? Aliens built different, I guess. Why not Raki then? You're spitting. The more I think about this, the less sense it makes. Raki might just be entirely wood for all we know. Right, but, you know, you need to lubricate the joints. You would benefit less than metal monsters? It would benefit less than Durahan? A monster that has no moving parts? Is he lightweight? No, he's middleweight. You lubricate wooden joints? Yeah, you do. He wants shoes? You're supposed to give me shoes, brother. Alright. So, I don't think we're using any more Paradoxin, but that's fine, man. We're doing okay. Just need evil monster for fun or running this for tourney? No, we're running this for tourney. We're being a huge asshole. I'm showing why this monster needs to stay banned. I can't guarantee he'll win the whole tournament. Every time. Shoes is his love language, that's fair. But I think there's a pretty good chance he'll win more than he'll lose. I feel like there's an argument for Plan getting it for nutrition reasons to make its leaves shiny. People love to complain about ad breaks, but they don't love to give me money, so it's hard. It's hard to care. I don't want to say that. You for lucky Ondai had a dog that liked to eat money, specifically my money. What? It's just funny timing. I know. I'm not. I'm just making a joke out of it. Can Gelato beat this guy? I don't know. Is there a particular advantage? Real piggy banker in the chat. Dog ate my homework, and my homework is making money, baby. Particular advantage in raising your monster's nature to best 100. Better chance to proc power. Keyboard's messing up my language with English. That's fair. I can tell from the K's that, like, you know, you're you're Brazilian. I'm not making fun of English as a second language. I'm just making fun of how that sentence came out. Also for raising with plus 100 nature to produce more greats. Yeah, that's true as well. That's the reason you do it for, like, casual play. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna raise this while we have worse stat gains. And then we'll move on to raise defense once we're in prime. I gotta make sure I don't, like, actually max out my power. I don't want it maxed out. I want to stop 963. But then additionally, I need to go on errantry a couple of times. And I need to... I might as well do that now, actually. And then I need to also do a couple tournaments. The real question here is, do I want combination? And I think we do get it. I think we get combination and stab. We already have slot 4. Look at that. Jeez. Double crits? Love that for me. When does errantry guy become nice to you? When you make rank S, I think. That's one of the funny things about the speedrun, is you don't, well, I mean, you go when you're in rank A, so you don't really get to experience it. But if you were to set it up so you didn't actually need to go on errantry to, like, max out your speed, you could potentially only talk to him once you're in rank S, and he's, like, very apologetic to you. Like, he's a big asshole, and then he's, oh, my bad. I apologize about that. The interesting thing about this build is going to be at the end of life, because I'm going to need to bring its form back up to max, and I'm also going to need to give it 100 stress, so that's always kind of annoying. Unlock the S monsters on errantry, you just need to encounter them. If you've encountered them once, they become available. Thought about making a lightweight Kamui? Godspeed, because its stats are so high, like, you're kind of stuck. Just retired my spot Saurian, thinking of trying to raise a worm. Always been a fave, just never been great at raising them. A thing about Worm that's kind of interesting is that you don't need to go too crazy on skill for him, because he's got so many attacks that are, like, plus 20 hit that you can get by with, like, lower accuracy. In DX specifically, yes. For max stress, you just hit it with potatoes? So you would think so, but it's more complicated than that. The optimal way to do it is to go on an expedition and collect some irritators, the little things that look like pink bell sprouts. But the problem is that those why am I so stressed out? Oh, I know why. It's because, you know, I went on errantry. Because those give your monster just extra stress. So you just feed them, and you do like a light drill, and you feed it and give them a light drill over and over again. Potatoes do give you a lot of stress, but the problem is that potatoes happen on the first week. And because I have so many Gemini pots saved up, I lose 1 stress for every Gemini pot I have. But that's if I have low stress. If I have very high stress, they don't actually lower your stress by 1. They lower your stress by 3%. So if I have 10 Gemini pots and I have like 60 stress, the first Gemini pot will lower my stress by 6. The second one will lower it by 3. Third will lower by 3, yada, 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 until I'm under 33. And then under 33 stress, it starts lowering it by 1. So above 66, it lowers it by 6. At 99, it would lower it by 9. Like, it's 3%. So it's just... if I, like, roll over a week at, like, 80 stress, I'll probably lose, like, 50 of it. Half of PS1 inventory, it's half of this inventory, too. But there's a reason I can train every week without resting my monster. And they certainly have something to do with that. It's also why my monster had, like, 100 loyalty, like, 6 months in. Yeah, like 9 irritators to do stress maxing. That's definitely the easiest way to do it. I'm going to be doing it without them, which is, you know, the way most people will encounter it. So I'll show you. Use 12 pots for stress. You don't need 12. You don't realistically even need 10. 10 is for, like, your monster hates tablets, and also you're doing the banana method, which allows you to do 3 heavy drills every month. That's the only reason you could possibly need 10. But having each one also gives your monster 1 fear, which is basically 0.5 of a point of loyalty. So if you have 10, that's like 5 loyalty every month. Up until it hits, you know, 100. Either way, it's a free 50 loyalty, basically. I've been raising monsters with tech chain, so I keep forgetting to grab Gemini pots. You're at 7. I find like a man you're raising. Yeah, he's a little boy. I'm all off on my schedule. It's fine. We're still only child. So these stats, the gains suck right now. I don't need to feed him that even. I can feed him cup jelly. We can see if we can get a tiny bit of money back. No? Okay, fine. Here, have your damn bone. 5 irritators is pretty optimal if you want min form. Can't remember what it is for max form. It's annoying with max form because, you know, there's resting and stuff. I almost immediately fell off schedule again. I was just not paying any attention. Nope. That was a speedrun memory. Inventory space makes you cry? Yeah. I feel that. If you're just doing regular no rest, you only need 8, I think. I don't think you need more than 8. What the fuck? I thought I was on the 3rd week. Whatever. I'm losing my mind. When am I going to work on form? End of life. There's no point doing it right now. Watching your vids, heavy techs eventually fail all the time. What's the trigger for that? Just older age? What do you mean, heavy techs fail all the time? You mean drills? So the drill has a star value. See, this is 1 star, this is 2 stars, this is 2 stars. So this is, for these 6 light drills, it's 1 star until you hit 300 in that stat, and then becomes 3 stars, or 2 stars, and then even if you fall below 300, I have 500 power right now. If I was to go down to like 299, it would still stay at 2 stars. It's at 2 stars for the rest of this monster's life. And then once I hit 700, it goes up to 3 stars. Each star level does increase the chance for failure. For light drills, it's like very minimal though. Where you see it a lot is in the heavy drills. So it's the same thing here, except it's 700. But the formula is different. It's 2 times the main stat, so power, plus 1 times the secondary stat, which is life, divided by 3. Equals 300, which is, you know, I'm over 300 here, and then equals 700 for 3 stars. So if you have roughly 700 power, 700 life, you'll hit 3 stars. You can have it in a situation where you have like 999 life and like 550 power or so, and you'll hit 3 stars just because, you know, the secondary stat is like overcompensating so much. But for the most part, it's you're looking to hit about 700 in both stats before you get 3 stars on one of these. Okay. Yeah, and at 3 stars, it's like close to like 50% chance to fail. It's not fun. You can keep asking for bones instead of playmates. We're doing good. I've also like pumped up his effective nature a little bit just to make, you know, cheats less significant, and then we'll make him bad nature again later on. So there's only minus 12 nature right now, which is like effectively 48 more than he had before, or 38 more than he had before. No, 48. I was right the first time. You just reset to get around it if you need to, but in the speedrun, you have to avoid 3-star heavy drills. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly right. When you're not resetting, it's a big pain in the ass. My shoulders and my forearms are killing me right now. I went a little hard in the gym today. I had my hour of boxing with with coach, and then afterwards I did an hour of my own thing, which was mostly weights and core exercises. So I took a nap after I got home. I had like stuff I needed to do, and I was like, I'm gonna take a nice little nap, and then I'll deal with that later. I'll make those work calls, send those emails at like 3 in the afternoon. Do I sell the Paradoxin just to get it out of my inventory? I don't need it. So what am I looking for skill? 560? 562, yeah. I practice boxing, I do. That's why I'm annoyed. Wednesday, they have me booked during my sparring time, which sucks. Are you saying Tank Tiger could be good any particular reason? In general, not for this Kamui, because Tiger's got a very fast guts rate, and regular Tiger can get away basically just using stab. Stab is very powerful. Very, very good tech for what it costs. And so when you get to swing it like 4 or 5 times a match and you need to maybe crit once to get a KO, it's pretty good. Used to be a martial artist, now I just train my body. Yeah, I'm not like raring to go like in a fight or anything. That's a past life. We're not dealing with that anymore. But it is fun to train and, like, you know, get better at stuff. Yeah, stab does a good amount of damage. It's very accurate. Really high crit chance, and it withers a shit ton in anger. It's just very, very strong. There's been plenty of tank tigers. Tank top tigers, even. One Punch Man Season 3 when. Oh my god. Water down the wrong tube. Josh was saying he wanted to try boxing. His boxing place right next to his work. Sick. It is a little bit expensive though, is the thing. Getting grades? Hell yeah. Okay, so speed is officially legal for this format now. Because I need less than 100. You don't need less than 100 speed, but it's basically a dumb stat for me, so I don't want any speed. I had to look at panic. I was just like, do I cough into the mic? What do I do? With my bad knee, I can't do a lot for getting healthier, but I'm trying at least. You just gotta become, like, yoked from the waist up. My second playthrough, I thought about raising an int-based speedster tropical dog. I can try a different tiger that's power tank. Power tiger, it's really funny. Does not have very good techs. And that's, like, by design. They're all very, very, like, laser focused in what they do. He doesn't have any general use power techs other than stab. And stab is just, like, better than everything else. He does have, like, unbelievably high sharpness and all his shit, though. I'll send it up on one of those darkest live stream iceberg videos. Oh my god. Dude, you know, I've seen Hajime no Ippo many a time. It's good as hell. I saw, speaking of, like, dark live stream shit, everybody knows, like, the Dark Side Phil thing where he was, like, jerking off on camera, right? I saw this video, and I'm gonna be real, I've never felt bad for Dark Side Phil before until I saw this video. And it was basically just like, he gets trolled or whatever. It was like what the comment or the title was. And I think this is like, what makes it more insidious is that the first minute and a half of the video, and like, it could be edited however the person who uploads it wanted it to be edited, right? For this video of like Phil getting angry or whatever, being like a lol cow on stream, you know. But whatever, they could have done whatever they wanted. But they chose to leave in almost 2 full minutes of him playing a fighting game, getting his ass beat, and just having the best time. He was just like constantly giving his opponent props and being like, oh damn, I've never seen that before, you got me good, like this was really fun, I'm learning so much, I'm having a great time. And then just like he gets swarmed by trolls and he just has like a really shitty stream for the rest of the stream. I only watched like 3 minutes of it because after I like realized what was happening and it's just like people being an asshole to him for no reason, I was like, you know how much of like a fucking loser you have to be to make Darkside Phil look like the good guy? And like have so little self-awareness that you include the part of the video where he's being just a regular ass dude, and then you came and like ruined his good time for no reason. Like, you've got to be like a humongous loser. Like big, like everyone in chat would be better off if you didn't wake up tomorrow morning energy, you included. Just that, I can't imagine being like that, man. I felt so bad. I have no idea why people take pride and make others feel shitty. Can't comprehend it. It's just being an asshole. Just trying to craft an environment where you can't get better. Yeah, exactly. Like, he's... There's plenty of bad shit you can say about him, right? Like, he's not the most savory character. But most of the shit that has been, like... the stuff that's, like, the heinous stuff that, like, we can't let him get away with that is bragging about being better at video games than he is. Like, that's basically, like, his worst crime. And then, well, that and, like, jerking off on stream. But, like, that's, like, an actual accident, right? I don't know, man. I'm too old for that shit. I got a family. I have people in my life who love me. I think that's the difference. I was also like an asshole kid on the internet growing up. Absolutely. I'm not saying I've never been a jerk to anyone online, because that's absolutely not true. I was a huge asshole. I used to be a piece of shit. My hair's pushed back now. That's what I'm saying. That's how I know. And it's just like, come on, man. Don't be that guy. He accidentally jerked off. He didn't know he was live. Yeah. He accidentally went live. Was it like he forgot to stop the stream or something like that? I've had streams where I've raided somebody and I'm on my holding screen and I'm talking to them in chat and I realize like 5 minutes in, oh, I haven't stopped my stream yet. Like, if you're on Twitch, it's not a big deal because, you know, it pulls everyone there. But if they were to go back to your stream, they would see that you're still live. And I've had that happen like a couple of times. So, like, you know, luckily I wasn't doing anything fucking heinous, but I can totally sympathize with it. Hey, it's Inferno, thank you. And if someone accidentally jerking off, oh no! Oh, I knew I had to do something. Oh, I made a mistake. It was 50-50 on whether I was supposed to jerk off or end stream. Oh no. I picked the wrong choice. It's like a fucking dialogue tree in a Bethesda game. And you're just like, uh-oh. Oh no. Now the whole town hates me. Yeah, no, it was just his face. Failed the quick time event. It's so sad, man. Don't strike me as the type to do something heinous after streaming if you know the fact you turned it off. No, but it's just... everybody disliked that. Exactly. I don't know. But it's funny because, you know, I spent a lot of my adult life assuming he was like this huge loser because you see clips, right? You see all the low tier god like tier freakouts and shit. And you're like, oh, he must be like him. But he's not really. He's mostly having a good time on stream. I just can't believe it that like they left the bit of him like having a good time and like not being like a rager or whatever in stream or like in the video at the beginning. Is just like, have some self-awareness, brother. Just had a muscle cramp on my dink and balls. Wasn't jerking your peanuts. Well, you should have been, because then at least that way you would have got something out of it. What's low tier god up to these days? I don't know, man. I literally don't know, and I truly could not care less. Just to be completely honest, I don't need that kind of energy. I think the thing that's like crazy about low tier god and that whole situation are that his fans are like actual insane people. He's like, you know, partially playing a character. I would argue he's playing less of a character than, you know, people assume he is. But he's monetized this persona of his, right? This exaggerated version of himself. The people who go into it and like fully like think like this is the coolest guy I've ever met, like those dudes need help. And not even in like you should go to therapy, you got problems type of way, but like no, you need to talk to somebody, because if you think like that type of like attitude is like cool still, this is like big like my mom gave me a TV for my room and she lets me stay up and watch South Park Energy, like, as like the peak of like what's cool. It's the same kind of vibe. Most of DSP's detractors are just pushing off zero effort content to beat the other people who also do it. It's a TISM arms race to the bottom. Oh my god. That's yeah. The only difference between him and them is that people know who he is and they don't know who they are. Right? That's the only difference. Is that he has notoriety and they're gonna die working at like their dad's car shop or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I also like how that implies that they're gonna die before their dad does. It's still gonna be their dad's like workshop and they'll be dead. You should buy this car now. Lightning. Hell yeah. It was funny when the internet was young because it was new and daring. Shock was a big factor then. Internet society has changed a lot since then. It's also just kind of funny to think how, like, back in that era, you had, like, the Howard Stern type shit, which was just like, I'm going to invite someone onto my, onto my syndicated radio show and, like, sexually harass them. Ask them, like, questions that no one in their right mind would answer. And they're like, damn, this is good radio. He's been blacklisted for most FGC events. Yeah, he's not allowed to, like, most stuff. The thing that's, like, switching gears here, I guess, Howard Stern and his whole vibe is like he never learned how to be like an actual interviewer. If you like watch any video with him from like current day, or like even the last 10 years, every question he asks is like, so you hate this guy, right? And they'll be like, no. And so, no, but I heard you hated them. So like, can you like elaborate on that? Like, why do you hate this guy? Wasn't he like a huge asshole to you? Yeah, I heard he was like a huge asshole to you. Like I heard you hated him because like, you know, he was talking so much shit about you. Like, why? Can you like expound on that? And they're like, no, that's not true at all. And he's like, yeah, well, yeah, I heard that like you hated this guy. And it's like, like, shut the fuck up. That's not an interview. What are you doing here, man? How are 40 million people listening to this every week? Now can you show us your boobs? Well, I mean, that's old Howard Stern. He's not like that anymore. He's got the same brain power, but it's more of an interrogation. Yeah, but it's like, it's got about the same charm as one too. Like, I remember watching this thing with him and, was it Dave Grohl or whatever? You hate Dave Grohl because he cheated on his wife. I hate him because there's like actually only like 2 good Foo Fighters songs. And he's got like 40 albums. We're not the same. And he was just like talking so much shit about like, yeah, like, so it must have been really hard to like be in a band with like a drug addict and like all this stuff talking about like Kurt Cobain. And you'd be like, no, like, what are you talking about? And like, you know, he's being very diplomatic in his answers and not like just straight up being like, you're a huge asshole, shut the fuck up. Because, you know, that's a reaction he doesn't want to give him. But like, imagine talking about like somebody's like best friend who had like died. And just every question is just like, yeah, so like, he was pretty fucked up, eh? Showing boobs with talk show. Good strat, Howard. Yeah. I don't have a very good chance here. Oh, we got it. Sounds like a real charmer. Yeah, I don't know. They put him on that one X Factor show or whatever. And he was like somehow not the most annoying person on the show. That was crazy. Remember when Rice Gum asked someone who had been abused, did it feel good though? No, I don't, because I don't know who that is. Curtains for Zusha? What's the two good Foo Fighters songs? It's Everlong and the acoustic version of Everlong. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I like the riff to Monkey Wrench, and then the bridge of Monkey Wrench, but I don't like Monkey Wrench. And then the rest of it, you know, it can suck eggs. I'm not a big fan. Everlong, it's crazy because Everlong is like one of the greatest rock songs ever written in like the canon of music. And then the rest of it is the Foo Fighters. Let me tell you what the song... Let me tell you what your song Hero was really about. Yeah, exactly. Only Foo Fighters song I know is Learn to Fly. I guess... All My Life is okay. There's so many songs that are like, this is a pretty good bit of a song. And then it's just, you know, the whole song does not go. It doesn't go. You like Pretender? I'm not a fan. That's One by One, the album that All My Life and like Low. I guess Times Like These is on that too. Times Like These sucks. But I really liked that album growing up, and I've like since like grown out of it and can't really listen to it. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that it is, honest to God, one of the worst sounding albums I've ever heard in my life. Like, the way it's recorded and like mixed and mastered is like actual dog butt. It's so bad. I don't think I'd go out of my way to listen to it, but if I came out, I'd be like, this is okay, I guess. I mean, you think of like The Best of You and like, especially the new stuff, every song is like, this is like, it sounds like Nickelback for like the wimpiest kid you've ever met in your life. It's like Nickelback for someone who's afraid of Nickelback because Chad Kroeger is too angry. I'm sure he's a super nice guy. He seems cool as hell, except for the whole cheating on his wife thing, but, you know, none of us are perfect, I suppose. What's worse? Saying the best 400 times in a song and calling that, like, making that the single, or cheating on your wife. Nickelback got bangers, I'm tired of the slander. That's not really true. Like, we don't have to go crazy here. I mentioned this the other day. I think it was in the Nuzlocke video that just went up, but... Chat, Incubus, yes or no? I ever tell you guys I got in a fight with Brandon Boyd once? He was playing like an acoustic show or something in Sudbury, and he was like hitting on my girlfriend, and we had snuck into the bar underage, and like almost like straight up fist fight Brandon Boyd at like 17 years old. He didn't have security or anything. Why is he playing an acoustic show in Sudbury? Incubus is like, it's part of that whole like menagerie of bands to me that, you know, I understand why like Drive was a big hit, right? I'm not a big fan of the song. It's not, that whole like style of music's not really my thing. But the whole like radio rock pushing up against like alt metal vibe that like they had, and like Deftones were a little bit heavier, but it's the same like, you know, sort of thing, I suppose. Breaking Benjamin's another one. Deftones definitely heavier than those two bands, but you know what I mean. Shit like Fuel, like all of those bands that were like, I guess even Nickelback is like in that realm. I don't really know why that style of music was like as popular as it was, right? It's so fucking crazy how the one that gets me is, it's not really the same, but Lightning Crashes by Live is like the most bewildering song to like be as big as it is. Lightning crashes. That's like, that shouldn't have been a single, let alone like one of the biggest songs of the decade. Song is miserable? I don't know. Oh, what a feeling. Come here. I guess it's from like, you know, the same generation. I'll never like be able to forgive Gen X for like allowing that and like fucking Crash Test Dummies be popular. Like, what are you guys thinking? What's wrong with you? Song is amazingly fake deep. It is. But yeah, we're talking 21 Pilots, and you know, it's real easy to talk shit about them because of how like unbelievably bad the music is. But like, Imagine Dragons have good politics, which is crazy. Heartbreaking, the worst band you know, has good takes on social issues. Okay, what am I looking for power here? 963. I think we just leave it at 909 because I might go get combination. I gotta figure out what I want for that. Light for about halfway. Skill almost done. So now we're working on defense. The sponsor be used in tournament? It will, yeah. I just listen to Offspring a lot. Offspring, unironically, like as like goofy as they are, have a lot of bangers. Like Americana has a lot of songs that are like really, really funny because of how bad they are, and like one or two songs that are like, this shit fucking goes, man. Like Americana, like the title track. That shit's crazy. That should have just been the single. Put Pretty Fly for a White Guy like in the garbage. We don't need that. Nobody needs to ever listen to that song again. But Americana goes like really hard. Yeah. Was that the only single off Ixnay off the Hombre? I don't know if there's another one. I guess it feels like heaven so far away. I guess that was the single. I know more about the Offspring than I should. I was like super into them when I was younger. First two albums still kind of slap, I will say. Americana has like one song that's really good and the rest is whatever, but I'll listen to it. And then after that, I don't know, man, because like Splinter was awful. Like start to finish, just 1 out of 10 songs. And then after that, I don't know what fucking happened. They made the Donkey Kong song, which I can't play on here because I'll get DMCA'd immediately. And I know I'll get DMCA'd immediately because I tried to play it in the Ape video and it was like a 2-second clip and it got clipped. But if you ever want to listen to an Offspring song that has straight up the Donkey Kong theme in it, who did the Ralph Wiggum song? That's Bloodhound Gang, yeah. You mean the DK rap? No. I mean, that's that whole riff is in a song by The Offspring called "We Never Have Sex Anymore," which is fucking crazy. But what's crazier is you have to look up the music video for it. I'm not kidding. Like, stop watching me. I'll give you time to look it up. I'm gonna keep going because, you know, this isn't interesting at all. But you need to look up the music video because it makes the fact that it's got the Donkey Kong riff in it like 100 times funnier if you see the music video. You don't need to watch the whole music video. You only need to watch like 15 seconds of it. The riff comes at the very beginning. It's the first notes in the song. So you can't miss it. I'm not like trying to put you down a path of evil here. I'm not saying you have to listen to an Offspring song. I wouldn't even listen to it. Can I repeat the title? We Never Have Sex Anymore. I'm pretty sure that's the title of it. Yeah, but I'm not sending you on a wild goose chase to go listen to the Offspring. This isn't one of those like, dude, listen to this song, listen. Like, fucking DM you get, and you're like, ah, oh, dude, shut up. I don't want to listen to this. I'm telling you, first 15 seconds are gonna, like, actually, like, ruin your life, maybe. I'm just saying. This is not at all exaggerated, by the way. It's somehow a completely serious statement, even though it sounds like Mad Libs. Did you say something, or are you just talking about what I said? All I Want kicks ass, as is Crazy Taxi. No heresy will be permitted. Alright, got 20 seconds in, I'm good. You don't need to even listen to the vocals. Like, it truly does not matter. It's not worth it. It's better for your soul if you don't listen to it, but... It's almost exact. I'm saying, yeah. It's awful. Like, one of the worst things anyone's ever done, but... The Ape's new theme song? And I wanted to use it in the video. I didn't want to use any of the vocals, but... Oh, the DK rip-off by The Offspring? Yeah, it's... Yeah. It sounds like I'm fucking with you, but I'm not. Also, they, like, put out a new song that was, like... I heard it on the radio the other day because I was bored of listening to Spotify, so I was like, let's listen to the radio and see what's up with that. Big fucking mistake. I'm never doing that again. But, they're doing, like... Their new song's, like, a weird, like, pop-punk song. Like... I blame MGK, man. You could have let that shit die. Like, that vibe of pop-punk. Like, he gets a +1 on Endure? That's crazy. I didn't even know that. We need more, like... Dillinger 4 pop-punk. We need less whatever the fuck is going on today. Old man yells at cloud. Sounds like a shit posting is somehow a completely legitimate fact. I know. It's really funny. We need more like adhesive. Bring back adhesive. You guys big adhesive fans? They were a pop punk, skate punk band from Sweden, I think. In the 90s. Craziest drummer. Just the most insane drummer. Everything's like 400 BPM. I'm watching a pro Tekken player on mute on the second time. I just had to explain to someone in chat that Mexico is part of North America. It's true. People do be saying that. And they be saying it because they're right. Punk Goes Pop Volume 7 was the best album ever. They made 7 of them? That I'm like, you know, I have breadth of knowledge about punk music. The whole like Newfound Glory and like the 900 bands who tried their hardest to be Newfound Glory are like the worst fucking bands I can think of. They're like they're like Nickelback. It's the same vibe of like, we made a thing because it was like kind of in the vein of something that was popular. I don't know. I'm just saying words now. I just don't like it. I'm trying to like justify disliking shitty music, and it's like when it's just, you can simply dislike shitty music. Also, talking about punk music is really funny because people will always be like, oh yeah, I love, and then they'll name a band invariably that like I really, really don't like. But because I'm not 14 years old anymore, I'm not like stuck up about it in the sense that I'll say something to their face about it. I'll just be like, oh yeah, right on. I think the only one that I'm still like, I think I'm a better person than you now, is when someone says they like Falling in Reverse. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, have you, like, this is like children's music. This is like Kids Bop version of like a real song. It's like Kids Bop punk. Or is it called Kids Bop in the States? Don't they have their own thing? Oh yeah, it's Kids Bop in the States. It's the mini pop kids here. Don't you love Smash Mouth? Unironically, whatever album had Staring at the Sun on it has like 4 or 5 like pretty good songs on it. Collective Soul, not really. Yep. No, I'm not. It's not my vibe. I'm not really into like that style of radio rock. Power Man 5000, I only know When Worlds Collide. I tried, and here's the thing, as much as I'm like a music snob, I don't make a big deal about it with other people, right? Like, if someone likes 21 Pilots, like, I think you've probably not been introduced to better music. That's like, that's all that goes through my head if someone says they like that, right? I'm just like, that's probably all it is. And I don't think I don't think Two Worlds Collide. Wow, I was reading chat when I said that. I don't think too much about it. It's just like, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. I tried listening to Power Man 5000 because I'm like, When Worlds Collide goes hard. I do not like that band. Like, at all. But, you know, more power to you. I tried, though. I did actually try. Same thing with Rob Zombie, right? Because Dragula is like one of the greatest songs ever written, and he's never figured out how to write a second song. Scum of the Earth has like, it sounds like it's gonna like go off, and then it just never does. Super Beast or whatever it's called, fucking Super Hell Beast. I don't know. I forget the name of the song. That shit sucks. And then the rest of it, like Two Lane Blacktop. Like, what are you doing, brother? That's my favorite genre. I'm a big fan of like, you know, and here I am talking about authenticity in music and this and that, and like I'm a big like orgcore fan, which is like, you know, it's super saturated. Everybody's trying to be fucking Ladderman or you know, Iron Sheik, so nobody's got any sort of originality to them. White Zombie was his band, and then Rob Zombie like became his own man. So I'm going through rules for Doc DXBL form. From what I understand, Metal Nerd is the only band mon. Is that right, or am I illiterate? Metal is not banned, but it does have restrictions. Yeah, everything else is legal. So much degeneracy for the season already. You're just gonna like enter all the broken stuff. That's fine. I'm entering this guy because it'll be funny, and then I'm gonna pay penance by making a bunch of really fun monsters that aren't pieces of shit, aren't assholes. But yeah, like I'm a huge fan of like the vibes of music that are like, you know, Banner Pilot, Iron Chic, that style of like, or like Lawrence Arms, that kind of thing. And then like I listen to like a lot of like grind and like really heavy shit as well. I'm a big like Pig Destroyer, Wormrot fan, Discordance Axis. Discordance Axis is like real hard to get people into. That's a tough one. Daughters isn't really a grind band anymore. Their first album was. Daughters is like an unbelievably like this will like change how you think about music type of band though, I think. It sounds like the devil's music. Are you listening to Discordance Axis? Oh my god. The funny thing is I can't even be like, no, here I got a song for you to listen to. It's like, no man. Dimmu was the hardest I ever listened to, but it's been a long time. Dude, I got Progeny's The Great Apocalypse when I was in grade 9, and I remember getting in the car and forgetting that my mom was like also driving around my grandma, and so I pull out this CD to like look at it in the back seat, and my grandma was like, I thought she was asleep in the back seat. The album's got like a big pentagram on it, and she's like, oh. She like had like got jump scared by it. Oh, poor grandma. Rest in peace. That shit killed her. Not really, but she did die soon after. So, you know. Who am I to say what is and isn't related? Prowler in the Yard. I really like Terrifier. Prowler in the Yard is good. But oh, I just bought a mango. Hey, Mango Maniacs. But like Sour Heart is probably the hardest song in my workout playlist. Maybe not. It's up there. I got like one Wormrot song. I try to stop myself from like putting stuff in that doesn't have like a consistent beat or is like just blast beats, because that shit is not like good to work out to. You need to have like a rhythm and like something that's not 300 BPM. But like Sour Heart's pretty good for that. What's some other grindy stuff I have in my workout playlist? You'll Never Be One of Us by Nails is in there. That's a good one. What other heavy shit? I got a couple of Wormrot songs, but they're like really groove based. No Doom 16 Eternal tracks. They're too long. I have There's a Time and Place for Everything by the Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza in my workout playlist. Mostly because it's got the funniest bass tone of all time. Like, it actually sounds like someone's farting. It's really funny. Big fan. Watched for years and I had no idea you were into really grindcore power violence type bands. That's cool. Hell yeah. You Found Glory is my girlfriend's favorite band. That's unfortunate. It is what it is, though. Hey, chat. New Found Glory daughter or grindcore son? Oh, man. Yeah, I was like really, really into grind and like really, for lack of a better term, inaccessible bullshit when I was younger. But, you know, as I've grown up, it is hard to listen to like Discordance Axis is on the edge of like what you could like reasonably consider music, I think. And I don't know. There's definitely like worse shit. Like I don't listen to like slam or anything like that. Like I have more than 2 brain cells, so slam isn't for me. Like what an awful style of music. They were just like, what if we dude, you know what slam, if you never heard slam before, it's a style of metal. And it's like the joke on The Simpsons where they're like all the Brainiacs take over the town, and they were like, we realized people were going faster during yellow lights instead of green lights. So to help speed things up and make things more efficient, we got rid of the green light, so it's only yellow and red. It's the same thing where they're just like, we took the part of the song that everybody likes, which is like the breakdown, and we just made that the whole song. It's like 4 minutes is just like dun 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 dun. It's like what people who don't listen to metal think metal music sounds like. To people who listen to metal, it's fucking awful. Like I genuinely think you have to like have something wrong with you to like be into it. Or your friend is in a band and you're like, you know, humoring them. That's like a best case scenario. Slam is just silly fun, but I totally get you. It's mad to me Slam fans can identify songs. That's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, dude, Macho, you're so right. Still better than Nightcore? We need Nightcore Slam songs. I don't even know if that's gonna get picked up by the mic. They're gonna be like, a human being is not making noise there. Nightcore's not really a genre though. As much as like, I mean, the original Nightcore is like its own genre. I'm not trying to say anybody is like, you know, their own. I'm not trying to gatekeep like that. But like the concept of I sped up this song 20%, like that's not a genre. That's fucking stupid. Like you are not entering heaven. Is that just breakcore? Breakcore is more like. But yes, except, you know, you got the worst guitar tones of all time over top of it. The type of remix? It is a remix, yeah. That's one of those things where it's like, you know, I'm like being aggressive about it, but I don't give a shit. Like, whatever. You want to call it a genre? You do you, man. I don't care. I'm never going to argue with you about it. Like, I truly could not care less. It's funny to pretend I do, though. Did he get more views lately? Who? He was popping on my feed and has been my cure to the Monster Hunter Blues. Hell yeah. Yeah, hey, Hell Noises just followed. Thank you, Hell Noises. Dude, this man is Discordance Access. Welcome, Johnny Discordance. He's making hell noises. Because of Monster Hunter? I haven't played any Monster Hunter. I haven't played the new one at all. I played the demo and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this game. And then I just didn't buy the full game. I'm sure it's fine. But I was just, you know, I wasn't really into it. Let's enter a tournament. We gotta get up to B rank at some point. So let's just do it now. What do I need for this? I need 471 defense. The song is exactly what you said the genre was, but it's got this dude just doing like a deep metal voice droning in the background. I know, it's really funny. It's funnier when you realize like someone's like, this shit is sick, this is serious. I don't... Here's how you know it's bad. like, fundamentally, here's how you know it's bad. I have never talked to anybody who's been able to defend it. Not a single person I've talked to has said anything other than, yeah, I know, it's kind of goofy, but, you know, I enjoy it. It's silly. It is what it is. You know, it's fun. Nobody's like, yeah, this shit is good music. What's the band called again? I'm just talking about a genre. I don't know band names, but it's called, it's just called slam metal is the genre. It doesn't matter what band you listen to, they'll all be the same. There's room in life for goofy stuff? Absolutely. But if you're making songs, right, like, no matter how little effort you put into music, it's like, it takes effort, you know? It's a lot of effort for the bit. Dude, just sitting there going, hey, John Madden, John Madden. We need Moonbase Alpha to come back. Silly's good. Earlier when painting my Warhammer stuff, I was listening to Metal Cover Barbie Girl. I like pop music. I'm a big fan of, like, especially like 90s and like 80s pop. Sleep Home Don't Want None, yeah, it's over. I'm a big Carly Rae Jepsen fan. I think Carly Rae Jepsen, Emotion is like one of, I would say it's probably like a top 5 album of all time for me. As the guy who's like championing Worm Rot and all this shit. Emotion is just that good. If you've never heard it, I remember someone else in chat, last time we talked about this, someone was like, okay, we're gonna go listen to it. And then they messaged me later and they're like, oh my god. This is like the greatest thing I've ever heard. And ironically, like Hootie and the Blowfish, I got something to say about Hootie and the Blowfish. And it's not inherently bad. But my friend and I were talking when I was working at a grocery store, and we were talking about, you know, decades in music and how the 90s get lauded as like this like untouchable era where like everything that was being put out was good. And we were like, that's like, there's so much like garbage that came out in the 90s. And my manager came over and he was like, well, I don't know about that. I think it was mostly good. And then immediately Hook came on the radio and he was like, all right, you know what? You have a point. Like, like immediately he was like, oh, okay. The hell of a harp player though. Songs are catchy. They're just, you know, I'm not gonna go on my way to listen to them. They're the same vibe to me as like a Third Eye Blind or whatever, where it's like, if someone sings it at karaoke, I'm belting along, but I'm never gonna go listen to it by myself. That said, Graduate is maybe an okay song. The rest of that album is kind of garbage, but Graduate's okay. This is a Blues Traveler safe space. Wait, is Blues Traveler Hook? Or is that Hootie and the Blowfish? That might have been Blues Traveler. I don't know. They're all the same. Savage Garden? No, man. Blues Traveler was... That was... Dude. I'm so fucking confused. Yeah, I was thinking of Blues Traveler. Hootie and the Blowfish was like, every time I look at you, I go blind. Yeah, Blues Traveler guy, good harp player. I don't think anyone in Hootie and the Blowfish plays harp. So, you know, I gave them their laurels when they didn't deserve it. I'm fair. Missed the part about Hook. Yeah, that's fine. How about Savage Garden? We're talking about Savage Garden, but I don't know. It's on Eiffel 65 as a kid. The fact they had a song that was just naming fucking PS1 games was the coolest shit to me as a kid. Like, obviously they had Blue, and that song, you know, the riff in that song is cool. Like, I watched the documentary, a Vice documentary on them making that song, and it's like super interesting. But yeah, they have a song called, what's it called? My Console. It's called My Console, and he just lists all of his PS1 games, and it's like, you know, some of them you would expect, but then it's like 4 different like soccer games. It's like Tomb Raider, Tekken, FIFA, Golden Ball. Like, he's just naming all these. It's like, come on, man. Didn't want to have like a second pass on this. He's still PlayStation. It's good. FIFA 99, FIFA 2. That's what it feels like. Here, let me look up the lyrics. We're gonna play the game, the PlayStation, all day with Metal Gear Solid to Tekken 3. Tekken 3 specifically, he's not wrong about that. And from Omega Boost to Resident Evil, just play for fun because we got it going on. Tekken 3, Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil, Gran Turismo, Omega Boost, Bloody Roar, X-Files. X-Files! That's the good one. Oh my god. Ridge Racer, Oddworld. This man's an Oddworld fan. We get a living that came in our possession of PlayStation. You can tell that English isn't their first language. Bloody Roar is sick. X-Files, everybody knows X-Files as a video game. But what I just said is the entire lyrics for the song, and then they say it again. There's a genius lyrics about this. Like, I wonder if people are going to be like, yeah, these are video games. We shop Wednesday when it says Madden 97, Madden 98, Madden 99, cruising worldwide. Oh my god. Yeah, they're French. Or Belgian or something? Eiffel 65. Italian. They're Italian. They just have Eiffel in the name. Doesn't mean they're French. That's racist. It's racist against towers. Dude, that's so funny. But the Vice documentary on the making of Eiffel 65's Blue, Dabba Dabba Die, close parentheses, is actually like genuinely very good and really entertaining. You should go watch it. It's on YouTube. Didn't even say it was Oddworld Odyssey or Exodus. I don't know if they care. Also, yeah, I guess I lied about it all being soccer songs. I don't know why I remembered it like that. X-Files is so good though. Like, that's how you know he was just looking at his collection and he wasn't just naming games, because there's no Spyro, there's no Crash Bandicoot. It's just X-Files, man. That's what he had lying around. False memories are a thing. Dude, I haven't even thought about that song in years. So it's really funny. I remembered, you know what it is? It's probably like an anti-European bias on my part, where I was like, these are like some of the worst possible games he could be naming if he's like trying to sell the PlayStation. like a la X-Files, and my brain went, he's European, you must have just named a bunch of soccer songs, or soccer video games. No, Monster Rancher, I know. Hey, they just enjoy an old-fashioned Eiffel Tower. They are Italian. They are European. Virgin X-Files versus Chad. Crash Team Racing. Have you guys watched the new Leon Massey video? On, like, the golden age of kart racers? Super fun video. And it rightfully claims that CTR is the best from the era. Tekken 3 is a big seller, especially compared to the first two games. Like, it's... Just saying Tekken is whatever. Saying Tekken 3, you know, he had that shit. He was looking at it when he was writing the song. And Tekken Tag. Tekken Tag was like... When I think of what Tekken looks like in my brain, Tekken Tag is what I think about immediately. Love the intro track. Dude, and like, bowling. They brought bowling back. Capcom kart would be pretty insane. It can't be any worse than Square Enix kart a la Chocobo Racing 2, which was like the worst fucking game anyone has ever made. Do you want a racing game where you can only race a certain amount of times a day before you have to pay for premium energy to play the game more? The game's like $30, and then to play the game you need to like... It's basically a freemium game that costs money up front. It was like $30 or $50 or something, and then you still had to like pay microtransactions just to get like basic functionality out of the game. I'm pretty sure it's down. Like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist anymore even. They're like, alright, fuck it, pull the plug. Just listened to My Console for the first time too now, never heard of it. So it wasn't a radio hit or anything. The only reason I even know it exists is because I was in my friend's, like we were in his mom's car, and he had the Eiffel 65 CD that they put out. That was more than just the blue single, like they put a couple more songs on it. And he was like, dude, you gotta listen to this one. They say a bunch of PlayStation games. And I was like, that's so fucking cool, man. And yeah, that was basically it. I think that's maybe the only time I've listened to it, and I haven't even thought about it in like, I don't know how long. What if they name drop Monster Rancher? Brother. The amount of money they'd make from me going to their shows and buying all their merch, they'd be able to be called Eiffel 66, son. That's all I'm saying. I'm a simple man. I'd be pogging out. Dangling keys, 100%, brother. I'm not even, I can't even front about it. Like 100%. That's what I'm doing right now. You guys showed up. You guys give me money every month to dangle keys in front of your face. It's no different. What kind of hypocrite would I be to pretend I'm not the same? You've changed. I don't need you anyway. You're not the person that I believed in yesterday. That song, that's another great example of a killer song from a band that does not have a second good song. Body Jar is like not a good band, but Not the Same is so fucking good. I mean, they're probably good by like Australian band standards because who's their competition? But compared to like, you know, the rest of the world, I don't know why I'm being mean to Australia. They've done nothing. Why are you saying fuck me? I don't know. I'm sorry, Australia. You're just too mean to New Zealand for me. I don't like it. I wonder how a randomizer for this would work. There was some, there's a few different randomizers that work for the emulated version of the game. There's like a seasonal shrine, which is every season you go to the shrine and it automatically makes like a random monster based on an algorithm, so you don't need to use CDs. There's one where the market gives you random monsters instead of the ones it's supposed to. Three Dog Night is pretty good on Australian. Okay, we're gonna act like Jeremiah Has a Bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine. Was like, I'm not gonna pretend that's a bad song, but you're crazy if you think that I've heard a second song by them. I like how you could have said AC/DC or something, and you're like Three Dog Night. That honestly, that song's probably better than anything AC/DC put out, to be completely honest. But is that song just called "Joy to the World"? Joy to the fishies in the deep blue sea. I'm gonna be strengthening ties with Australia allies in this day and age. The only ostensibly multicultural country on the planet more racist than the United States. Oh, I'm sorry, Australia. I like you. I like you. I like Tim Minchin. I like the way you say certain words. I like your funny words, Magic Man. I'm glad it made us both laugh. Me too. That's what we're here for. Alright. Yeah. Let's just advance and then we can go get our last couple of techs. We're getting pretty close to being done this build. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Also, Mama told me not to come in Shambhala. I don't know what that is. That sounds like an incantation to, like, make me hate the Aborigines. Who Can It Be Now is a good song. And I maintain to this day that I Like the Way You Move is just, who can it be now? It's not really the same, but it's got the same cadence. Who can it be knocking at my door? Pop, pop, pop. That's such a good, like, little bit of songwriting. I'm gonna mess around with the emulated version of Monster Hunter 2 tonight, see about putting together my combo breaker mon. Hell yeah. Starry-eyed surprise? I'm not sure what that is. It's on that Coke commercial where there was cicadding. Sounds like gay Vincent Van Gogh, that's all I'm gonna say. We don't have time for that. I'm settled on Galley. It kind of does what Jill does. Yeah, brother, I'm going to be completely honest. I saw the thing you wrote me, and it was, like, late at night. And so I was like, oh, man, that's too much for me to, like, read and respond to. And then I totally forgot that I had already read it because my notification went away. So I apologize about that. I'll take a look at what you asked me. Galley's pretty cool. Yeah, I thought Galley would be pretty good. I think I'm probably going to do Monol. Or Niton. I think I'm down to Monol or Niton as my picks. I would like to try Raki too. I think Raki is probably really good. But it's just like... I think it requires like really high-level piloting. And I don't want to have to worry about that, to be completely honest. I'd rather just have something that I know is going to be good. Okay, we're still in Prime. We don't really need any stats, though. We're fine. Okay, yeah, we're almost done this guy. So because we're almost done this guy, I gotta lower my intelligence like one more time. Because we're almost done, we gotta start working on his end of life stuff. Do I need combination? With the guts rate, I don't think I do. I think this is fine as is. So I need my life up to... Here, let me show you the stats. We haven't, like, looked at them yet. So I need life up to 999. I need power up to 963. Skill up to 562. So about 60 skill, about 50 power, 60 life. And then defense to 471 plus form. 1-2 plus stab is plenty? I think so too. I learned from Combo Breaker last year is I really don't like being the first one to swing. I hate putting myself at guts disadvantage, so the idea of being the one to attack second is appealing to me. I mean, you could have just simply not attacked first. That's what I relied on to get like top 4. I was just like, what if I just chill? Kato? Yeah, Kato would be pretty good too. You could go less into skill, more into life, and then just rely on Twister Claw. Turn Assault is crazy. I think if you can put yourself in a situation where if it misses, you're not in that big of a hole, it's pretty good. Because if you can do it on round open, like, you've basically won, right? And you hit. It's probably worth the gamble. Okay, I think we're fine for techs. So, I gotta start thinking about this guy's form, his nature. Okay, so let's get some sweet jellies first. I think about his form, I gotta think about his nature, I have to think about his stress. So we'll work out one thing at a time. So that was 117 weeks of life left. Like, we got plenty to try and blow through here. I haven't fed him any peaches yet either. Okay, so this puts my intelligence under 100, so I don't need to worry about my doing heavy drills anymore, basically. Sweet jellies also give me a little bit of form, which is good. Let's do some life. Okay, so getting form up definitely the easiest bit of this. I got a couple of things I can work on at the same time. And not needing to worry about maxing out my form at end of life, like super end of life, is pretty good. Because the problem you run into is you don't want to rest constantly because it ruins your loyalty. Each one of these is giving me a little bit of a hit to my nature, which is good because I need to get it all the way down to minus 100. I'm only like minus 8 right now. Fine, saying yes or no to this doesn't make a difference in any of the things that matter. If we can get some greats, I can scold or like withhold praise, which will make him worse natured, which, you know, will help speed that up. Otherwise, I gotta feed him like a bunch more. So these don't give me as much form as like a candy would, but you know, it's a 2-for-1. Meat is the thing that makes your monster the fattest. Bubbled out a top cut. Did you turn it with the teal like my deck? Listen enough to put it up with the results. Oh, that's cool. What deck are you running? I know you were talking about it yesterday. While I was watching, I was watching your stream on my drive home. If there's any police watching, that's just a joke. I wasn't. I was just listening to it and using text to speech to, or speech to text to talk and chat. So remember the extra effects of good or bad nature? So bad-natured monsters get anger as a battle special. What anger does is it decreases your evasion, so it gives your opponent a better chance to hit you. But the upsides are doubles your withering and increases your guts rate by 50%. Don't forget about fame, thank you. So those are the big things. Additionally, every 10 points in stress, if your monster is bad-natured, every 10 points in stress gives you an additional % chance to crit. So if you have 100 stress on your monster, they will have an additional 10% chance to crit. Dragon and Dinosaur Tribal OTK thing? That's cool. Dorbikmon? Is that like is that his actual name? Like, can we look? The fuck is a Dorbik? This is like the most Digimon I've ever seen. This is like, I am 11 years old on the playground making my own Digimon. That's pretty funny. Cool. Shoots fire out of his big ass nipples. I think I may have created this when I was 11 years old on the playground. That's how they made that thing to be a toy. I don't know, it's got too many pointy parts. Digimon is a blessed series. It's certainly something, yeah. Looks like scoliosis for the kid that cut himself in high school. That's crazy. Nothing personnel, kid. Okay, there's a cheat. No, I don't want to scold here, because that's as good as 2 jellies. You know what I've really noticed is that the whole, like, this looks like, and then, you know, you come up with a reference that's funny and, like, tangentially related, but it's like, oh, you know, I get it, like, that's pretty good. Is a lot harder than people like to pretend it is, and I learned this. I learned how hard it is to, like, make a reference that is both accurate and funny like that, because I watched the movie Jackpot, which is this, like, garbage movie starring John Cena and Aquafina, which rhymes and is very funny, but basically the plot of the movie is that society has crumbled, and as a way to, like, put money back into the government, they've made it so if you buy a lottery ticket and you don't win, if you kill the guy who won, you get the lottery winnings. Like, that's the movie. So it's like a goofy premise. It is what it is, you know. It's schlocky. I was not expecting it to be super good, but every, like, third line is like a very obviously ad-libbed, like, this looks like the old man at the airport who wants to smell your feet, or, like, it's just like random shit like that, or like, you look like you look like a moldy piece of day-old bread, or, like, whatever, like, fucking comparisons they're trying to make. Not a single one of them lands. They're all just, like, unbelievably bad. It's like, whoa, you got the vibes of, like, a drunken grandpa or whatever, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like, you guys should just, like, read the script. That's why it's there. You don't need to ad-lib. You're not good enough at it. Aquafina, yeah. Sounds like something from Idiocracy. It's not meant to be high art, right? You know, I'm not here saying the plot is bad or, like, the premise is bad and therefore the movie is bad. Like, I don't give a shit about that. But I'm just not a big fan of all the ad-libbed, like, you look like a school shooter type vibes. It's just, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back. I can, if he cheats, I can just let it happen. No. Yeah, our nature's almost there. Okay, defense is getting close. What do we need? 6 more? Like, Zoink Scoob, I've heard of winning the lottery, but this guy, like, just won this lottery. Oh my god. That's so good. The funniest thing about the movie is that the whole premise is that she moved out to California after not being around for a while because, you know, she wanted to be an actor and she was a child actor, and then her mom got sick. And so she couldn't, like, pursue acting anymore. But then she goes to LA and she has to deal with this shit. And because she accidentally wins the lottery. She doesn't, but, you know, whatever. It's not important. 5 to 8, and I need 6. So we can get it. But the idea that she's like, I'm not from here. I don't know what's going on. And is crazy because I feel like if, you know, the state of California made murder legal, that would be like national news. That would be worldwide news. That would not be like a regional thing. And so she's just like, what's going on? I have no idea. But it's because us as the audience don't know what's going on because they haven't really explained the plot of the movie yet. Or no, wait, they do. They fucking open with it. So I don't even know who it's for. Like, the person who's too stupid to watch, like, the first 2 minutes of the movie? I don't know, man. Okay, I'm having awful luck with this. The 1980s animated Return of the King movie. Oh, dude, the one with like it's like half rotoscope, but then they were just like, we'll we have like whole armies that are just like shadows in the background. Look for a great... No, I'm looking for a specific roll of -6 or +6, which gives me 471 defense. Once my form is all the way up, this will go up to effectively 588, which is, you know, a breakpoint we can use. If there's known that lottery winners can be legally murdered, people wouldn't play the lottery. So it was only... You could only claim the prize if you also had a like a legal lottery ticket for that draw. So the whole assumption is you got pretty good odds because like you're not going to win it, right? Like you're probably not gonna win it. So you're not gonna have a target on your head, but you got a chance to like kill a dude and become a millionaire. It's not good. But it's just like, you know, the premise is not something that would ever happen. That's got nothing to do with whether or not it's, you know, interesting or like valid as a movie. The character motivations therein, like within the universe, like it makes sense why you would do that. Like you have such a small chance to win the lottery in the first place. You know, just kill a guy. Mickey 17 movie? What's that about? Adam Sandler movies are either amazing or dog shit and there's no in between. Yeah, but I mean, that's just because it depends on who else he has in the movie, right? Robin Pattinson? I'm just gonna leave that one. He goes into space and has an expendable clone. Oh, that's cool. Is Batman there? Is the Grink there? Yeah, Joker too. The Jonker? Joker? Like Robert? Want to see the first Quiet Place movie and Hereditary? That's a bit of a gamut. Okay, so we're almost worst nature. I need to feed one more, and I'm at -100 nature. My form is almost maxed out. I got a tiny bit of stress. I got to feed it 3 star prunes to get my fame up. And then for stats, life is good, defense is perfect, skill I need some. Power, I need some. What do I need to go? 963, power, 562 skill. He's getting chonky. So then you see Hereditary. Like, everybody knows about, like, the decapitation bit. The funniest thing is that it's, like, not played for laughs, but it is so fucking funny. Like, it shouldn't be. It's not supposed to be, but it is. Okay, so I need a 12 on my next roll. Okay, sweet jelly, we're done there. Hereditary is very scary. It's more like psychological than anything. There's not a ton of jump scares or anything like that. Like both Quiet Place movies. My friends and I were clowning on A Quiet Place the other day. It's, again, you know, they try to do environmental storytelling in the movie, and it's like really, like, badly done. But, you know, it was a fine movie. I don't really watch movies and come away from them being like, that shit sucked. There's only been a few that I can think of where I'm like, I really didn't like that. Most of the time, it's like, I'm watching a movie and I'm having fun. You know, that's the worst thing I can say about it, is that I'm having fun in the moment. Movies I remember, like, disliking while I was watching them, Salt. I saw that in theaters. The Angelina Jolie joint, where she's like a spy or whatever, I don't remember it. the exact plot of the movie because it was not good. I remember watching that and just being like, this shit sucks. And then, you know, like, various, like, crappy B movies that I would rent from the convenience store that I worked at that I used to get for free. I thought it was okay. It doesn't make a lot of sense as soon as you start thinking about it. Like, if they can hear you from, like, however many miles away, like, maybe I just don't understand how the compression algorithm within, like, the ears of the aliens works, because I feel like if you were to just, like, yell at them through, like, a loudspeaker or a megaphone, you would just fucking explode them, right? Like, just do that. Just do that all the time. Why would that not be the first thing you tried? If they can hear you talking from 9 miles away, just yell and watch them die. Like Mars Attack style. That is, like, you know, that's basically the bit, but, like, why would they not think of that? Why not just have, like, big white noise machines everywhere that stop them from being able to, like, discern what's going on? I don't know. It's real, like, I'm getting into, like, Cinema Sins territory here, but I just think the plot doesn't make any sense at all. It makes less sense than Jackpot. I'll say that. I don't know. I'm gonna need one more. And they can't actually hear you from, like, 9 miles away, but it's, like, it's that kind of vibe. Okay, I got a little bit of stress. Second week. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna raise my stats. We're not gonna scold here, even though it would be kind of nice to. Because it's gonna keep my nature down. And now we're in the last little bit where I need to get its stress up to 100. We're at 10 right now. Each drill we do is going to add 5. But here's the awkward bit. So I can rest him now. This is the first week I can make this happen. So here's what we're going to do. All of my stress is going to be gone after doing this. I got 0 stress. We're going to feed it a potato. This is actually going to give me more stress than I had before. I can't feed it another potato. That's the only one I can do. Ugh. He looks fat. He is fat. I can withhold here, which will give him more stress, which is great. I don't need sweet jelly anymore. I don't need glow. And I could sell my Gemini pots to make this a lot easier, but we're not going to. We'll do this the hard way. How much more? 562. I'm still getting pretty good gains here. I don't like this. I gotta get out of subprime. I need 17 more. So, here, we're gonna do something weird. You know what? It might not be worth it. I could feed it Najeel, which will tank my life span. But I think just raising him normally with the high stress will also do that, so. I'm gonna put some points into speed, even though I don't want any speed. Okay, I got 36 stress. Now we're gonna bring him to town and have him chill. We can't raise him on this week. Let's go to the market and get somebody. There's no construction happening anywhere in the world when they first landed too. Like, John Krasinski's been given too much leeway. He's like the luckiest man in the world. Grew up like obscenely rich, and both of his parents are like CIA spooks. And then married Emily Blunt. Got every job he's ever had through his parents' connections. Made the most nonsensical movie of all time. Made $100 billion off of it. And then went and was like, I'm going to make movies for the army now. Because the army is good and just. And Scott Steiner, he's fat! Smojo! I can also do life. Having one stat maxed for this is really good, because it means that you don't have to worry about going over cap with anything. Speed, I just want it to be above 50. It probably won't make a difference at all, but, you know, in case I'm running against someone else who's low, who's running low skill as well, maybe an additional point in speed will make a difference against like their really heavy techs or something. But someone's probably not running something that has like minus 20 hit and also 500 skill. Wasn't this Monster Tiger's rival enemy? No, so you're not wrong to remember that. You're thinking of Grey Wolf. Grey Wolf was like the secret monster you could get in Monster Hunter 1. In this game, they made a monster called White Hound, which, you know, they could have just left Grey Wolf. But this is Kamui, who is like an evil, fucked up, twisted version of that. He's like the Share Zone version of Grey Wolf. It's my favorite monster in the game, Nighthon. This guy. My boy Nighthon, look at this. He can flip you off. Hooah. Fuck you. He's got his little bendy arms with the wires in them. So these are the evil monsters you have to kill to get Ghost? Yeah, something like that. Does Dream Golem count as an evil monster? The evils of alcoholism, I suppose. Him being called Dream Golem certainly is evil when his name was New Bottle in Japan. Yeah, worm named Pain. Like Pain au chocolat, or like Pain as in the 3 Days of Grace song. Relate heavily to Grey Wolf from the anime. I too was a big old crybaby growing up with my older brother. You guys had to float downstream in a box. That's fucking crazy. I'm calling CPS on your parents right now. I don't want to do that. Okay, what do I need? I need 17. So, no. What do I... Yeah, I need 17, which I can't get on skill. So I need to wait for my stats to drop some more. Okay, again, 4th week, can't do anything. So the reason we don't want to raise him on the 4th week is because it carries over into the 1st, and we're going to get a huge drop to our stress from all of the Gemini pots we have saved up. Moo never did shit for me. I feel ya. I'm watching like Sleeping Cubone plush she got me when I had COVID last month. Was that Nighttime plush official? No. No, that'd be crazy, dude. There's no Monster Rancher merch that doesn't look like dog ass. It's all awful. This was custom made. It's big as hell too. Like, look at that. This was done by Michael K on Twitter. He's done a couple of commissions for me. All of the DXBL winners have gotten a little plush of some kind. The two that I have coming up, one for Krautau for winning with his Garuda, will be soonish, and then I'm making one for Great Penguin, who won the first one. Even though I didn't have like I never gave him a real prize, so you know, retroactively, I'm gonna get him a little Mustard Arrow plush to make up for winning the first DXBL. Shit is very expensive though. Which Nighton sub's your favorite? Gonna raise Nighton next. Metal Shell is probably my favorite, and it happens to be the best one. Either Metal Shell or the Purebred, which is what this guy is. Mochi plush that Naga got for me for Christmas is surprisingly high quality. Really? That's cool. Okay, so we're at 51. Made me really happy, hell yeah. Okay, 66. Don't have a lot of weeks of lifespan left. I'm an elder now. So I think I'm at a spot where I can probably start raising my skill. So I need 33. That's what, 2 months, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more weeks of being alive, basically. Which Pixie's better competitively, Purebred or Futurity? They're all the same. Serenity's probably easiest to use because she starts with Good Nature. But Futurity, Serenity, and Purebred Pixie are all like identical competitively. Okay, I'll do training check real quick. I need 17, so if I can get an 8 and a 9, yeah, I can get that. When Serenity's slower movement, arena speed make a difference? Not really. Maybe it's even better because if she moves slower, she has a higher chance to use techs in slot 2 and 3. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for 562. I'm looking for an 8 here. You guys can't see. I have the advanced viewer open. That was a great. So don't worry, just trust me. 564, it's a 10. Okay. I'm gonna have to feed some candies. One more speed. Beautiful. Okay, so next month we'll hit 100 stress. We'll hit all our forms. Everything will be all good to go. And we can do a couple of battles. A couple of little test battles, I suppose. Against anyone. I'll try it against my middleweights first. I got some pretty good tank buster middleweights, so we'll see how he holds up against that. Buy 2 candies, use 1. Oh. Whoops, that was the... That's unfortunate, because he said he wanted something. That would have fucked up my whole build. Realistically, if I want him to, if I want him to be done this month, I need him to ask for something so I can deny it one more time. Safe to say Serenity is the best sub then. I've raised the Pixie Pixie with max stats and all attacks acquired. Except that I missed the lifesteal, which makes me want to repeat the whole process. I mean, Serenity would be the best, yeah. Yeah, this is really unfortunate, because it's going to put me at 99 stress unless he asks for something. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So, 100 stress, 20 fatigue. I can feed him candy, and everything works out. And I'll show you all the stats. And I don't think I missed anything. Except that lowers my stress. Shit. Okay. I can feed it sweet jelly. I'm gonna be 1 off. That's so unfortunate. Okay, well, it's fine. I have, we can just go 1 more week. Yeah, we're doing... I still have like 40 weeks of lifespan left. So if I got to do 1 more drill, it's not the end of the world. It just would have been really nice to like get it done there. Everything worked out perfectly. The reverse 4th week method is pretty funny. Worm has a gel sub. Any tips? Don't raise your speed at all. Go into it assuming that your monster's going to have like no speed for the entire game. And then that'll make training it a lot easier on your psyche. Worm is not good at speed gains. He's good at like everything else. Or like okay at everything else. Really good at life. But the gel sub will give you better... That's not really good. So I gotta figure out if I want to scold him or not, and it's gonna lower his loyalty. I can give him the bone. It doesn't even lower his stress. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so you can work on life and defense, power or intelligence. Skill will be pretty good. No, I want sweet jelly. Okay, so let's take a look. It's kind of small, you can't really see, but fame is 100, stress is 100. My My stats are good. It's calculator just to be sure. Okay, so I'm 2 points under the cap. It wouldn't have mattered. There's nowhere I could have put them. Nature's maxed out. Form is maxed out. He's got the battle specialist he starts with. Will is like completely useless unless I'm using combination. That's the only move it can even proc on. Does fatigue matter in PvP battles? It does not. Stress does though, because it gives you more critical hit rate if your monster is bad-natured. But yeah, we're good. He's done. That's it. Pretty painless build. Not too shabby. Don't understand everything here, but I'm for it. Right on. Okay. So, we'll do some test battles now. I think I got Big Beat and Power Man 2997 on this file. Realistically, it shouldn't lose to them. Power Man, I mean, they both have a shot. They're not bad monsters, but I made a pretty strong tank buster monster. And this is against 2 tanks who are also tank busters. They're good against other tanks, but... Okay, so we got Special K. We got both of them. So let's try this out. Okay. Prediction is live. Do special texts count for 60% of text that can be passed down? They don't. No, special text can't be inherited. They're not part of that. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you like? So there's a prediction live. Best 2 out of 3. Who's going to win between these two? This is like a pretty standard tank build. This is like an unbelievably tanky tank build. This is normally what you're running. You're normally not putting any points into defense. You're just going full life, full power, full skill. And this gives you a pretty good spread against most monsters. You lose against stuff like Cyclone Golem, but other than that, you're in a pretty good spot. More of an RTS person. Never great at it, but decent enough. RTS is like impossibly hard. Anybody who's like marginally good is like a god. 27% on Special K. Here we go. Look at the guts rates, by the way. There's a pretty big difference in the guts rates. Is he going to use all his guts? He is going to use all his guts. Good crit on the punch. Look at that. Special K already has the guts lead. And now all of a sudden, like, the gap in guts is like nothing. Okay, well that was... Walk up to slot 1 and swing, baby. Real slobber knocker, as it were. Roll assault opener. No crit there. Anger from Big Beat. Still gonna have 99% chance to hit everything. Oh, Big Beat with a huge guts lead. Oh, he's gonna do so much damage. Good crit. Special K still hasn't procced Anger. Though, to be fair, Big Beat has not been doing a lot of withering. Can 5 kill here? I don't even know if that's... You can. Hammerfall. Gonna be good damage. 384. 380 damage on Hammerfall? Damn, that's like nothing. Game 2. Big Beat, by the way, is like an incredibly strong monster. It's like, it's done very well in like every tournament it's ever been in. Again, not a single crit from Special K. It's like 50% chance for that move to crit, by the way. There's the anger. Again, only bite. You got other moves, brother. 1-2. This should do an okay chunk. A little bit of withering there. Gave him Fury. Fury laser cutter. That's so funny, man. 999 on the crit. Big beat wins it, baby. Who do you think you are? I am. You all guessed wrong. Okay. So, I got one more here. I don't think any of these other monsters are... Bill Murphy. No. Mr. Stromboli and Power Man 2997 are all middleweight. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? That's just how Monster Rancher goes. Like, the hanger is really strong. It's made to, like, you know, beat all opponents. Like, it's not weak. But additionally, it did get very lucky, like, over and over again. And that's a lot of what Monster Rancher is. Only so much you can do. Letting things go to the unfolding. It's faith, faith, faith. Science fails to recognize the single most important element of human existence. Doing my most Armenian accent. So theoretically, if you wanted to add an int-based monster, what would you roll? For... What do you mean? Like... What monster would I raise if I wanted an intelligence-based monster? Is that what you're asking? 69% on Power Man 2997. Arguably the stronger monster. Did I do human control? I did not. Okay. Fury again. That's so funny. He's got a lot of guts. You got a lot of guts, kid. There's the grit. Both monsters can swing. Power Man 2997 cannot kill with one hit, but he could certainly just swing stab a million times. Special K didn't... I don't think he moved at all. He literally got walked into the corner and then bit a bunch of times. Well, it's all, still not a single crit. That's crazy. Also, his opponents are like critting on every single attack. Tail Assault, good anti-tank attack. There's the anger. I don't think Turn Assault will kill here. 1-2, big damage. Only 87% chance to hit. Pierce. It's going to be okay. It won't be enough. Who's going to swing? Stab. Another crit. There's the grit, though. 99 guts on Special K. He did crit on the KO. I mean with the attack that has 45% chance to crit. Haven't met someone with Monster Rancher strain of autism is like crossbreed of Sonic and Digimon. Actor, speedrunner, and commentate Smash Bros. Tournaments make entirely too much sense. And the fact that I'm like a normal person who happens to be good at stuff, and you're a Twitch chatter whose brain is made of dog shit. Goodbye. I'm sorry nobody watches your stream, brother. It gets better. I did not get what that guy's take was at all. No, he's just trying to troll. It is what it is. I bet that shit went crazy in the We Can't Speak to Girls group chat, though. Alright, here we go. Again! No crits, man. You can't do it. God damn, his opponent's getting him, though. Into the Turn Assault, big damage. Minus 63. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. Game 3. Here's what it comes down to. One, two. Good damage. Was it already? It's already 2-1? Okay. Wait, Naga won the first one? What did he do to win it? There's a crit. Or did the dog win? I don't know. Special K won? Okay, so he got... Naga lost? Was it really game 3? No, whatever. 3-1. He did it. And then I got one more. Which you're going to see a pretty common theme in my guys here. No. Oh, wait, it's Dr. Baloney. Do I have Dr. Baloney on this? I don't. Okay. So I don't even have my third speed guy. What if we put him up against, like, Nick Ribcage, who's got higher stats? Okay, prediction is live. Nick Ribcage has higher composite stats. This is middleweight and this is heavyweight. But Nick Ribcage does not have, like, the standard tank buster dragon techs for the most part. He's got wing attack. He's got a lot of stuff to beat speedsters. Throwing Deg on it? Okay. Can't see Power Man without thinking this is what it's like when worlds collide. It's true. Now I got a one more turn, please, like in some Commander games. Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm about to go off. I think the funniest thing, like, obviously that dude's being an asshole, right? But the funniest thing is using speedrunning as, like, a derogative term. Like, imagine being someone who not only has a Twitch account, but is, like, spending their night talking in Twitch chat, talking shit about speedrunning. Like, do some self-reflection, brother. Open that third eye and turn it inward. 4% on Special K. 11% chance. Oh, he's got Dragon Punch. That's right. That's his biggest damage attack, by the way. 3% chance. Okay. Good crit on wing attack. Oh, he's only using 1-2. That's so funny. 1%. Only down with the slow runs? I think he is too. Special Key doesn't want to proc like any battle specials, eh? That 14%, that's basically a dice roll. This is the dragon that tried to play around real, yeah. You play video games for money, what a dork. I watch people play video games and it earns the money around the same. That man watched an ad to come troll me, so I appreciate the, like, 7 cents. Okay, no anger, eh? Come on, give me anger. Nick Ribcage just playing with his food here. What is this? He'll land something eventually. Maybe not. This is what you expect the speedster experience to be, except they can't do this much damage and they die in a single hit. Like, that would have killed any middleweight speedster. That would have been it. It would have been 1-1 right now. The double stab attempt, I respect it. Bop. Even Moosey monsters be like, yeah, I'll use skills I'm supposed to and not burn guts for no reason. Yeah, exactly. Won't they be doing the same damage, though? Probably not. Most speedsters don't have max power in middleweight. Alright. So who do we got? Who was talking? Dagon at first. A lot don't because of what we're about to see. Okay. So, he could not beat the monster that is significantly better than him. Prediction is live. Cyclone Speedy Golem? Mementos too? Okay, yeah, you did say that. Bow, 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 bow. Hey, G, how you doing? All in on Special K. This ability is designed to beat, right? I mean, he's just kind of designed to be good at everything. He's not a counter pick build. If I was like designed to beat this, I would have max skill, right? It's just that he will survive Cyclone unless it crits. Is basically all it is. Okay, 75% on Dagon. Here we go. Okay, now he will die to Cyclone. No anger, eh? Like, I don't know what's wrong with this guy. Alright. Well, this is looking like it's over, but, you know, he tried. It's not over. You got ease? Watch out. Watch out. Oh. That was pretty funny. I mean, being a tank that survived the first hit, pretty good for him. Okay, game 3. Never before seen Dagon at ease. The match has never lasted long enough. Okay. This is what you were born for, brother. You're in it. Alright, well. That was worth it. He's still swinging. What we need is like diving press or something. And a chance for him to build his guts back. Now we're at statistically unlikely dodging. You know, I can't be mad. He literally could not have done this any better. It is what it is. No anger. He hasn't gotten anger in like 6 fights. Minus 100 nature, no anger. GG's. That was pretty funny. 2-1 though. You gone to therapy to manage his anger? Not yet, man. Wait until the tournament's over. A good amount of those hits against him didn't even wither. You got to start actually watching the matches before you start talking. I'm going to be honest. Because almost every single one did. There's like literally one attack that didn't. Okay, predictions live. Mrs. Calling is a therapy doggo. He's just chilling. Just Bing chilling. 42% chance to win immediately is pretty good. Oh, for sure. Has he fought Gelato? No. Yeah, we'll put Gelato in. He does have the cheese touch, though. You just gotta get a little bit luckier. Have your file up as well? Lanny Poffo? Right, okay, we can check out Lanny Poffo. And Gelato, and then we'll probably call it. Okay, 60% on Special K. Again, the move has not crit once yet. That's so crazy, dude. It wouldn't be my stream if I wasn't like the... Again, like how many times does it hit? Like 10 times? Not a single crit? There we go. When it doesn't matter. Holy fuck. Yeah, just build up the guts lead. No anger, eh? Like, I don't know. There's not much I can do about it if the game is literally just gonna say, fuck you, brother, you can't win. Like, I can't build for the game deciding I'm going to lose. Like, are you for fucking real, dude? Also, my opponent is playing, like, out of his fucking mind? Why? Dude! Attack! Holy fuck, man. This is so fucking obnoxious. The game, like, actually doesn't want me to win. And no anchor? Are you serious? On 30. On minus 30. On minus... I think the game's actually, like, broken. This is so fucking stupid. Like, he did everything wrong. Didn't get anger a single time. Got one crit out of, like, 100 attacks. Constantly attacked. His opponent was just building up guts. Never got anger. Missed the 98%. Whatever. What can you do? So much for this being a good build, eh? It just... There's not much you can do when you have the worst luck on the planet. His real name is Xanax. It's not even... He's attacking a lot. Okay, predictions live. Who do you guys like? Streamer curse is real, apparently. Oh, that was rough, man. That's so funny. Hit like 1 out of like 9 33% against Macho. Have not had a lot of luck. It's now been like 9 or 10 games since he's gotten anger. After read some dreams, hell yeah. We're gonna be ending after there's this one and then Lanny Poffo, and then we're gonna call it. I gotta be up pretty early tomorrow, so I'm not looking forward to that. I gotta get up at like 6. So in like 12 hours. But I did take a nap today, so I don't need like a full 8 hours, I don't think. 54% on gelato. Come on, Special K, give me something. Okay, the bite miss, as you do. Still has a huge guts lead. Somersault. I'm gonna do a good chunk of damage and some withering there. No anger though. Stab at 20%, 1 in 5. That foolery, 1% foolery chance. We've now hit everything, but we got the stab, baby. That's all I'm saying. Oh my god. The game is punishing me for making it Kamui. That's all that's happening here. Okay, roll assault, 122. Dude, 50% chance to crit. You're killing me. There's the anger. Look at that guts regen. You stab and you're up to 50 again by the end of the attack. God damn. Imagine like never stopping attacking and like still having the guts lead. Oh, exact damage! Gelato's gonna take it. John Krasinski stole all my luck? Yeah. Asshole. Two Lash is probably not the move he wants to use. Pretty expensive. Mostly just used for its accuracy. Again, no anger. I'm losing my mind here, brother. No crit. I don't know. If I didn't have the advanced viewer, I would have assumed I made a mistake somewhere. Like, there's no way the chances of, like, never proccing anger are, like, it's unbelievable. We hit the scratch, but it's not over yet. Oh my god, dude. Somersault's gonna KO. Do we see grit? We do. It's not over. Both monsters can attack. He can somersault one more time if he wants. We got 1-2. 1-2's gonna hit at 9%. I'll take the 9%. That makes it for a lot. That does a lot towards, like, you know, ushering in some goodwill game. Maybe you're not set for the wheelchair quite yet. GG's goat. Made welterweight gaming and middleweight. I have. Crit on scratch, 5% chance, yeah. I guess technically 25 with the... Or no, it'd be 20. It doesn't even have any, I don't think. Okay, and Lanny Poffo. What a game. Have I done Mementos yet? Yes, I did. Okay, predictions live. Who do you like? Had to go shower. Well, you missed it. Who won? Mementos did. In what they're calling the luckiest match of all time. To the VOD with you. Be gone. 77% on Special K. Lanny Poffo can do some pretty big damage. What happened? To the VOD with you. You can watch for yourself. Gotta give the Kamui Believers something. It's been rough, dude. Just like unbelievable luck. That match, you know, I got unlucky in situations where I thought like things would work out, and I got very lucky in situations where I thought they shouldn't happen. Never done this before. Never done what before? It's raining Gaboo? Oh. Did you, yeah, I can't... Wait, what? Did you do, like, the thing that, like, put shit on the redeem on the overlay or whatever? Yeah, it doesn't show up for me in the recording, thankfully. What's funny is you can't, like, opt out of that. So it's just annoying. 83% on Special K. Here we go. I-beam, good crit, good damage. Special K's defense doesn't really work too well against intelligence monsters. Good damage on the bite. Into the scratch. He's still living. Uno mas. Is he going to give up? Both monsters can attack. Who swings first? The kiss? Special K just like straight up did not want to fight anymore. Another kiss. 2 smooches. There's the grit though. Again, both monsters can attack. Lanny Poffo can attack immediately, but he does have enough guts for it. To attack with like tail assault or something. There's the grit. Both monsters can swing. 15 seconds left. Another bite comes out though. Thing called YouTube can rewind the stream. It's really innovative. It's, yeah, on Twitch what you have to do is you have to click off of the stream, go to my videos, go to the latest video, which will be okay, you know what, it all worked out. The latest video will be my stream up until 5 minutes ago. Like it stops like 5 minutes short or like 2 minutes short or whatever. And then you'll have to watch that, and that's how you can watch the VOD. It's so stupid. Finally a crit. Oh, yay! We're in there, baby. We're in there. Oh, this game is so fucking stupid, man. Maybe that chatter was onto something. Anyway, GG's, folks. We've learned nothing from this. Nothing was learned. No info was gained. Ostensibly, he's a good monster, but, like, we may never know. You'll have to watch him in the DXBL. I'm going to be raising all my other DXBL monsters for the stream as well, too. So that's 5 more to go. Turns out it's still RNG. I know. Who would have thought? That was, what, 3 wins, 3 losses? Or is it 4 losses, 2 wins? You lost a big beat. Beat Power Man. Yeah, 3 and... 3 wins, 4 losses, I think. When it officially starts, sometime in April. I don't have the exact date yet. It really depends on my work schedule. What a bullshit way to lose a match. I would have lost 9 times out of 10 anyway. Dude, you should have... You should see what it's like to be me. That's like not a... That's not a fun way to lose, though. I'd like to make 2 guys for each format. Gotta come up with some ideas. I think I'm going to as well. The Special K is in Crocodile? It might be. I mean, it might just straight up be ketamine. Like, actual Special K. Because he is, like, he's not all there. He's very mellow. I don't know if ketamine makes you mellow. I know it... I think it, like, fucks with your time perception. I don't really know anything about it. I've never done it. I was never rich enough to be doing pills. Alright. Let's raid a channel. I thought he was named after the cereal? He is. But Special K ketamine is named after the cereal, too. Ooh, 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 ooh. What are we doing? Let's raid some Hot Dad. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I hope you have a fantastic day. This was a lot of fun. Even, you know, I think that's the best thing about this game is that I can have a situation where I'm just unbelievably unlucky, but because that's how the game goes, it's the way she goes by. You know, it's the way of the road. Nothing you can do about it. You just accept it and you move on, and you hope it does better in tournament than it does in testing. Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow night. I hope you have a fantastic night and an okay day, I would say.